Welcome back, everyone, to Bloodlords.
Yeah.
In our last sessions, our group of adventurers had been exploring the Tower of Gnawed Bones, having come back in time 200 plus years to just a few days after their disastrous wedding near Grey Dirge. You all had the opportunity to experience the changes that brought Geb to the point when you had freed yourself, and potentially influence those events yourselves, who knows? All of this, of course, under the restriction, I could say, I suppose, that you find this divinity leech, an awful looking creature that Abraxas, one of the demon lords of the Abyss, had sent you back in search of. Upon arriving in Mekatar, you had called forth Lixel, brought her here, freaked out a little bit when she revealed she had your guys' heads. Classic Mekatar and Geb things, really. And decided that it was probably a good time to actively find some backing for your characters. Now that you are in the home of each of the five great factions, getting one of them to be on your side and stick up for you when things go sour would probably be in your best interests. So, did a little digging, did some thinking, made some choices based off of both what you liked and the faction you had the best influence with, and ended up deciding to go with the Builders League. Traditionalists and a bit stuck up, so not some of your favorites, but at the same time, you had already built very good rapport with them, and they're very good at keeping secrets. Because quite frankly, there's nothing they like more than having their own secrets and knowing everyone else's. So, you met with them, one of their representatives, Archmage Verixel, and managed to come to a deal for your guys' sponsorship. Didn't really want membership at this point, and preferred more of a deal where they are going to provide you with some safety, some financial backing, the ability to use the name of the Builders League in order to make some things easier on yourself, in exchange for you occasionally doing a few missions for them. Doing some dirty work, helping them take care of less than savory chores. The first of these, of course, being what was going on at the Tower of Gnawed Bones, a cult of ghouls, a different sect than the main sect of Cabriri worshippers who were doing something, mainly killing a bunch of middle management members of each of the different great factions. And what appeared to be building bombs, but who cares about that part? The killing people is what really matters. Made your way through the tower, killed their members, killed a demon, found their leader who claimed to be the brother of their leader and absolutely got deceived by them, letting them escape.
Well, they owe us now, so
They gave you their shit.
Yeah, but now we can be like the next time we see them. Well, I think we ended on like friendly terms with them, right?
You did not end on hateful terms, no. So, but I think some of you have violence in your hearts should you ever see them again.
Solomon wants to hit on him, so.
Solomon was having a blast.
Look, Kashmir ate that shit up. She believed them wholly.
Bad romance.
Heading back to Verixel, you reported the somewhat success of your mission and were thoroughly chastised, saying, "Are they gone? Do you have the list we asked for? If yes, you have followed the letter of the deal that was asked of you. A lot of times, doing that is going to be the most beneficial to you in the long run when dealing with all of the politics and scheming here in Geb. If you always do everything people want and then some, you're just going to get taken advantage of. If you only do the exact letter of what you agreed to, you won't be taken advantage of. More so than just making a bad deal.
A true lawful evil society.
He also said it in a really, like, condescending way, though, so...
Amira understands that, she just doesn't like it.
Jericho.
Completely fair.
Well,
Yes,
he's an archmage mummy.
Mhm.
He is... I am better than you, and you cannot refute me.
That's most people in Geb, let's be fair.
Yeah, that's true. We're like the anomalies.
You guys are like that to people weaker than you.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, have they tried not being weaker than us?
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying.
That is the entire system here. Do better or suffer. It's the law of the land in Geb.
Unless you're French, and then you're just
Oh, yeah.
effed.
You guys are the only ones who have a seething hatred for the French.
Well,
I do not believe that is true. I don't believe you. I think you're
guys-
incorrect.
You guys just
You ever
haven't met
want-
the anti-French coalition, okay?
Yet.
They're hiding out in the Undercity.
So if we ever run into another character that's French
I'm
in this
telling you,
campaign,
I'm gonna make a
Jericho's-
Geb French just to make you hate everything. You
Oh,
guys are
I'll burn the
giving
whole
me
fucking
power.
city down.
By telling me something you hate, you are giving me far too much power to work with. This is not a smart decision, people. Beyond getting your first payment, which amounted to about 1,000 platinum pieces, giving you hefty amounts of coin with which to go and purchase new supplies and gear, another offer was also made for you. There are currently openings for the positions of nascent bloodlords, those who will have a modicum of power in the political sphere but are on the docket to become the next bloodlords. The Builders League thought, hey, why don't we make you our candidates? And if you end up in the position of bloodlords, just provide us some kickback on occasion. You know, we grease your pocket, you grease ours. It's not an official alliance between you and the Builders League, but you'll have their best interests at heart, keeping in mind how they helped you get to this point.
Amira will throw them under the bus the first chance she gets. Just saying that right now.
As expected of Bloodlords. That's the ruthlessness you'll need to survive. However, for now you took them up on that offer, which should take a potential little while, from a month to longer, to get that set up, get you all a meeting with Geb, since he, of course, is the one who will have to approve of you being put into that position. So,
Yeah, that meeting's gonna be interesting.
you all
I'm
have...
super stoked about it.
You all have some time to yourselves. We determined we'd start with about a month of purchasing and downtime, since that was the set period of time before Solomon's arena match. I believe most of you have already purchased what it is you wanted to buy with your coin.
Mm-hmm.
Kashmi, have you made decisions about what you would like?
5 minutes.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Ellie.
For my last item, Jericho, may I purchase a greater symbol of conflict? It's 900 gold, according to Nethys.
Is that a spell heart?
No. It's uncommon.
That
It has
is-
decline in invested traits.
Bonus to religion, you cast dim light in 20 feet, and got a once per day 2 action ability that gives creatures a penalty to deception and stealth, and a weakness to spirit damage. Interesting. Yeah, go
What?
for it.
What item are you looking at?
Oh, I'm looking at the shining symbol.
Oh
Oops.
no, I was looking at
Symbol
of
conflict. Still plus
I
2
didn't-
item bonus to religion, and a bonus to save against holy and unholy effects, and has a once per day casting of either Bane, Bless, Divine Wrath, or Cleanse Affliction. Sure, go for it, buddy.
Okay. Oh no, I could just look at the rule myself. I don't need to bug you with that.
For what?
Oh, I remember reading in your homebrew how item DCs
Yes.
start going. So
it
how
will
would that?
scale with your class DC? Since the major version is at 17th level and has a... Nope, I'm looking at the wrong thing again. The major version is at 18th level and has a DC of 38. Effectively, if your class DC is higher than 27, which is what the items is right now, you'll just use your class DC for its effect until 37. And then once your class DC becomes greater than 37, you'll have to get the Symbol of Conflict, the major version, to have it continue scaling up.
All right.
That way, items will continue leveling with you. If they don't have better versions, they don't become useless. And if they do have better versions, they will fully scale with you until you get that better version.
Okay.
So
My class DC is
30 right now. It's at the very bottom of your proficiencies tab.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not really an easy way to put it in chat. But, oh well. We'll just make it work. Alright. Amira, what all did you purchase? So just for the record, I believe, Mahri, with your money, you switched your weapon to a Spirit Thresher with an extending rune, purchased a Helm of Zeal, which is the champion's focused item, and now this Symbol of Conflict as well.
Yeah, and then that will...
That'll make you poor.
Yes, sir. That will make
Awesome.
it poor.
Amira, what about you? What did you buy?
Yes, I got a Handrafts of Mighty Blows.
Awesome.
Just in case I need to use my fangs some more, because I know I ended up needing to use my fangs a little bit.
And those are +2 regular striking and flaming, it looks like.
Yeah, I should actually make those like frost instead, since I already have flaming on my rapier.
Same price.
Flaming and frost have the same price.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Oh, sorry. I got a set of lever's gloves.
Okay.
I got a brooch of inspiration. So in the future, we need to make sure that we're using my gossip lore for recall knowledges, because brooch of inspiration specifically affects lore skills.
Okay. When gossip lore is usable, of course.
Correct.
Is that comes from your... It's not from Dandy. That is from...
I think it is from Dandy. Yeah, Dandy gives me...
The dedication itself does not give you gossip lore.
What gives me... I know I have it.
Feat gossip lore.
Oh, okay.
Which is a 4th level feat that I don't believe you have.
What?
Yet.
I could have... What?
He's always had gossip lore.
Yeah, Okay, I might have to get rid of it, because I could have sworn I had gossip lore.
You've had
I
it
think
ever
we just missed that up until now.
Okay, I'll fix that. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Then throw the brooch of inspiration out for right now, because
also, just as a reminder to everyone, uncommon and rare items, please just run them by me first.
Sorry.
Because I might say no.
And then I got a messenger's ring.
Nice. We love a good old messenger's ring.
Yeah. I know that's a bit more than what I got from the payment, but I sold some other items to make it up.
Okay, and you sold them at half value, correct?
Correct.
Perfect.
Yeah,
because I remember you were at full investment slots already, so you had to get rid of some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that problem that I have right now is I don't know what I want to uninvest in or whatever.
Because you have to get rid of one item to get the Mind's Eye or Mind's Light circlet, which is very good for you.
Yeah, I want the circlet and the wand, but I don't know what I should get rid of.
Shouldn't she have more investments?
Nope.
I think some of her relics are still...
The Desolation Locket is a spell heart, and then the Lover's Gloves and Memoir Map are invested. She does not have...
I would recommend getting rid of the demon mask, I think, because you don't do all that much intimidation.
You don't think I'm scary?
You're incredibly scary, but
Okay. So I don't need it. I get it.
yeah.
Then
Not until
fine.
you start using it, if you start intimidating more. And getting rid of that will get you 42 gold back, Kim, which I'll go ahead and add to your sheet for you. If that's what you want to get rid of.
Can I just uninvest in it and keep it? And
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
then I can put it back on if I need it later?
Absolutely. Investing in it only takes the same number of actions to put it on, so effectively 1 action.
Okay, rad.
So, yeah, you can absolutely hold on to it, and if you think you're going to need to intimidate someone, you just grab the mask and put it on.
Perfect. Thank you, boss.
Yeah. And so you said you were thinking of getting the Mind's Light Circlet, which is the psychic-focused item, and a Wand of Telepathic Bond, so that you could get a 5th rank spell slot back each day, effectively.
Yes, please.
All right.
Wait, 5th or 6th?
5th, because that is the rank of Telepathic Bond. So not one of your max level slots, but one of your second best.
How much would a 6th rank like telepathy be worth?
Well,
Oh, but it's my signature spell. That's why it's there.
And you specifically
get
want
it.
the bond because that's what lasts for 8 hours. Telepathy is just a 10-minute duration, specifically with 2 people. Telepathic bond is a group chat.
Okay, rad. Okay.
Is that still what you want to go with?
Yes, please.
Sounds good. Alright, so... Telepathic bond as a wand. Runs you for 1,500 gold. And then a Mind's Light Circlet runs you for 1,200.
Thank you.
And still leaves you technically with 400 gold left.
Yeah.
So, if there's other things you'd like, or if you just want to hold on to it for now, you're more than welcome to. I will not stop you from buying 400 gold's worth of drugs, Kashmir.
Damn it.
I'm saving up for some of the other things on my list.
That is a good use of your money. So, we also have now about a month of downtime to start, where you guys can earn income, you can do other things, you can begin looking for clues to the Divinity Leech if you'd like. The choice is yours what you'd like to do with this next month or so of time.
Yeah.
We'll go with 28 days specifically, just so I can do my advancement of time nice and easy.
Okay. Would it be meta knowledge, Jericho, to know what skill we would specifically be using to research the Divinity Leech?
Well, it depends. If you're just trying to, if you want to go to the Ebon Mausoleum and perform actual research on it, that's going to be different skills. If you want to try and actively gather information about it, good old diplomacy, or society if you have streetwise.
Okay, ladies, you know Mahri, you know me. He not too bright in the skills department unless he's breaking stuff, or scaring the crap out of people, or cooking.
Also, as a reminder, all of your lore skills from your background are auto master now, because they are auto scaling. So if you have not changed those, feel free to do that. Kashmir just did it for you.
Thank you. Do I have all my languages?
Yes. Probably. Maybe not. I think so.
I thought I got one more, but we never did it.
That's probably the case.
Can I have whatever language we're going to use next?
Your guess as to what language is coming next is as good as mine.
Let me check your current languages, and I can give you a suggestion. Probably diabolic. It's the language of devils. And since we like have a devil patron, that might be good to have on hand.
You have a devil patron 200 plus years in the future.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That is not in this timeline.
Shadow Tongue seems reasonable. Never know when we're gonna be making pacts with shadow beings.
You
Is
never
there-
know.
Geb has a lot of fetchlings anyways, so...
Geb does indeed have a lot of fetchlings. So, let me see. That is the feat on your character sheet to give you that additional language.
Spot.
Linguistic network. Give you 6. Yeah, it should be. You should have one more language right now. So, you should have an unallocated language that you can go ahead and choose.
Yeah.
And it does look like Solomon just said he's coming, so fucking-za.
Huzzah! Jericho, may I request permission? At my 2nd level class slot, I have literally never used Solid Lead because I keep forgetting to use it. Can I switch that out for Dandy Dedication and then use the slot I had for Dandy Dedication for Gossip Lore? Just to get things to how they have been? If not, that's
Sure,
fine.
go for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so Gossip
Oh.
Lore is only for recalling knowledge. Hello, Solomon.
Hello.
We really liked that.
Solomon, if you're wondering what's going on, I, at the very least, am planning to start using my camera consistently in games. It is wholly optional for the rest of you. Everyone else seems to just be joining the fun. And for
We
those of you
decided to
watching
take
from
it to the
home,
next level.
Gotcha.
for those of you watching from home, this is an exclusive perk of getting to play in my games. You get to see my ugly-ass face up close and personal.
He's a liar.
Is it
About a lot of
Okay.
things, yes.
Solomon? I've got everybody else in this party to agree.
Allie, shut up. I'm gonna kick
Oh
you.
no, I want to hear this.
I'm gonna kick you from
I'm-
the chat if you ask.
Okay,
Hey.
never mind.
What's going
Do you
on?
think Jericho's handsome? I think he's handsome. Allie thinks he's handsome. Queek thinks he's handsome. But Jericho doesn't think he's handsome. But he's also an idiot, so like...
That is an unarguable fact. I am a little stupid sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be pretty and smart all the time.
My god, Gossip Lord gives you dubious knowledge as well on the failure. That's awful.
It's
I don't
wonderful.
like that. That's just... It's better lore master. What the hell?
Yeah.
Ugly.
I like it.
Power
It makes
creep.
sense.
Alright, well. And, Root of Inspiration gives you a bonus, and once per day you can roll it as a fortune effect. Nice.
Yeah.
Solomon, as you are loading into the server, have you determined what you would like to spend your money on?
I think I put it in last time that we played because I knew what I wanted right away.
Focus and blow.
Crap.
Basically, just buffing my runes on my armor and just...
Yes, you wanted greater striking. You wanted the greater armor potency. Yep, the +2 is a-okay, and size changing.
Big Solomon.
I don't know if I have enough for the size changing though, because I think I just have enough for the runes.
You have.
I mean, how much is the size changing?
350.
I have some money left.
So you
I
do
think
get
Big Solomon can
to-
come in handy.
You do get to reduce the price of the runes you already have on there. So, striking, you've got a regular striking already. So that's 1,000 to update. Same for the armor potency, I believe. Yes. So that costs you 1,900 to go ahead and upgrade those 2 runes on your weapon and armor, which I'll go ahead and handle for you real quick.
Thank you.
And then I think a size-changing rune is about 340 or so.
Okay. So in that case, I am 230 off.
All right, I'll donate.
350, sorry.
Right, 250 off. Or 240
Alright.
off, sorry.
I'll donate 100 gold so Solomon can get their own. If anybody else wants to pitch in.
Same. And I think
Okay.
Aram should lend the other $40 for not being here.
All in the $40.
Okay, so that's 100 down each from Mahri and Kashmi, 40 down from Amira, which means you only have to spend 110, Solomon.
Did you
Alright,
take it out?
That's the rest of my platinum.
And you get size changing, which is a once per day 1 action and larger shrink. What fun.
Yep.
Maybe we'll
Alright.
get Tiny Solomon.
I know, we could. How funny
Tiny
that would
Solomon
be.
just goes into a door and expands.
Well, Solomon, we were determining what everyone is doing with their month or so of downtime before your arena match happens, so... good thing you
it's
got
not
here when you did.
Not letting me put the thing in. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind.
Hmm.
I'm going in the compendium, just putting it in.
Hmm.
But I gotta practice.
Compendium?
Yeah, if you go into the compendium, you can grab the effects and put them in your hotbar.
Oh, you were grabbing the effect in your hotbar, I see. You just said you were putting it in your hotbar, or in the compendium, and I didn't know what you were putting.
No, I'm taking something out of the compendium into my hotbar.
Makes sense.
But I gotta practice for the match, so I'm just gonna be in that other underworld fighting pit area. Basically what he did.
Yeah.
Basically what he did to earn income before.
Perfect.
Just gonna do that the whole time.
And I believe I allowed you to use athletics for that.
Okay. And this is 30 days, correct?
28 is what we determined, just to make my timekeeping easier.
Okay. Where is
And
the
I
earn
believe we
income?
limited the level for that fighting pit to 8, I want to say. Might be off, though.
Oh wait, the earning income is not in there. It's this thing.
It's in basic. Or no, you have to grab it separately, I think.
Yeah, I have it here. So 8 for sure.
Let's go with 8 for that, yeah. It's not the most prestigious type of fighting, so... doing
just to keep 'em
underground
warm.
bets. Yeah. And what about everyone else? Go ahead and get that 84 gold for yourself, Solomon.
Back to the question I
you.
had for Allie and Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Should Mahri even attempt to research this thing?
Probably something else, earn income or whatever.
Earn income.
Yeah.
Okay. Jericho, are there any, like, aside from my cooking lore, are there any jobs around that I could possibly use my intimidation as, like, a frickin' bouncer?
You want to use intimidation for a job? That's a bit challenging. I like the idea of a bouncer.
Maybe athletics for it instead.
I think you could do that. It's not going to pay well, though. It's going to be pretty low level, even here in Mekatar, because most of the bouncers people want, if they're using them, are already hired. So you'd mostly be finding it for, like, a lower class club, if that's what you wanted to do.
Would he
By
make
the
more
way-
money if he cooked?
Probably.
Okay, well, this has been his running theme. Let's do cooking lore.
The thing you never expect out of the 7-foot-tall slavering hyena man is that he's really good with his soups and salads.
I think it's perfect gap cuteness.
By the way, Amira, did you want to try and sell these things on the black market?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah. Amira will attempt to sell this on the black market.
Because
Can I
if
help?
nothing else, the ceiling blade's good money.
Yeah.
You guys have to
what level
find
for
the
the-
black market? Amira, you might have a better idea of where the black market is. Mahari, for your level, we'll go ahead and say you can do. I think we did 7 last time for cooking.
Yep.
That sounds ish right.
Okay. 7 it is. Oh, I failed. And we can't use hero points on earned income, correct?
Correct, because it is a downtime action. So that's only 22 gold, 4 silver for you.
Damn.
Over that.
I
time.
was 1 off.
Sucks to be you, buddy.
All right.
Alright, let's see here. So, Amira and Kashmi, did you want to try and find the black market first?
Amira would like to spend her first few days seeing what she can learn about Samitu. She
See what you know
intends
about
to.
Samitu. Okay.
Yeah. She intends to help with the primary objectives, but she has personal things going on,
Sure.
obviously.
Sure. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give me a gather information. How much time do you want to spend on this?
Can we start with a day and see what I get from that, and then...
Oh my goodness, you make things challenging. Go for it.
I'm sorry! Okay. Okay, to do over here, gather information, and just as a reminder, I have the funny thing that lets me...
You get it on
keeps-
recall knowledges. This is gather information.
No, the thing that keeps people from knowing that I'm gathering
Oh,
information.
yes, you have discreet inquiry. That's a fucking awful roll. Hilarious.
Oh no!
Give me a moment. I'm in my bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I have 2 of the same fucking book. Anyways, sorry about that. Amira, let's see. Trying to get information on the first, like looking into general knowledge about Samitu. You already know a decent amount about who he is.
Yeah,
You lived with him for decades.
yeah.
I'm going to say you're probably not really able to find anything beyond that sort of general knowledge that you already know about him.
Yeah. I was kind of interested in, like, anything that's recently happened
Yeah,
with
like
him,
recent
if
events
anybody
with
knows.
him.
Yeah.
I'd say with that role, unfortunately, today you're not going to find any
Okay.
sort of updates on that.
That's fair.
So,
I don't know if, while Amira is being selfish, if Kashmi wants to try and find the black market.
If Amira was running off doing her own thing, Kashmi would be pissy and be like, well, if you're not going to work, I'm not going to work either. And then she's going to go off and do her own thing and start up an urchin network here. They will find us the black market.
Kashmi's going to start conscripting the children. Oh no.
Like a Pied Piper.
She has a feat for it and everything.
Come, children.
The entourage feat is horrifying, and I love it. Okay, yeah, Kashmi, if you want to spend the first few days sort of setting up your entourage and your child network of informants, you're more than welcome to.
Peter Pan had child soldiers.
So, Mira, I'm going to ask, past the first day, generally how much time would you like to try and spend on finding information about Samitu?
I'm gonna have her make a will save.
Okay.
She will spend 1 more day,
Okay.
but she does recognize there's more important things, and she can't let her personal feelings get too much in the way.
I mean, you could. This is a Bloodlords. It's the selfish campaign.
Yeah, but Amira is rational enough that she knows that if she wants to take down Samitu, she's gonna have to get, the power necessary first.
Fair enough. Go for it. Give me that second roll.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find recent info on Simitu. What's he up to? What's he been doing? What sort of shenanigans has the undead man been getting into?
Torturing my wife.
Yeah. Let's see here. Spending the next
hate that guy.
day, Amira, going to a couple lower scale parties, getting yourself in, talking to some people. I believe, sort of even using discreet inquiry, you're kind of avoiding talking to the people you might have known and who might have known you back when you were in Mekatar.
Yeah, no reason to let them know that.
Right. Just in case they know Simitu has you, you don't want them asking questions.
Yeah.
Meat.
You learned that, of course, recently he left the city for a small trip away to the boonies, over towards Grey Dirge. Wanted the official account that most people know that he talks about, or that has been talked about, is that he was going to continue building his relationships with the reanimators in Grey Dirge. He
Technically
has
true.
recently returned about 3 days ago. He got back to Makatar and has apparently been holed up in his suite ever since.
Okay.
There are
It's pretty sweet.
rumors that he has acquired a new toy while he was out. That some people are chomping at the bit to get the chance to play with. But he has been not throwing any of his normal parties since returning.
Yeah. And God, it's such a weird feeling for Amira because, like, she knows that it's her, but it's also not her. So... And she knows that she has to, like, let herself be that toy, otherwise, time paradox stuff, so it's weird.
We love a good time paradox. It's my favorite.
Don't
Much
forget
of
that
this-
Mahri held his head and nothing happened.
That is true.
How much of this would Amira share with Kashmi?
That's a great question, honestly, because Amira is the, like, isolating type, but also Kashmi is, like, the person that she trusts most in the world, so she will let Kashmi know about this.
Solomon's a great listener.
Kashmi is going to have a really hard time allowing Simitu to keep other Amira.
Yeah.
Damn.
The realm warp.
Don't tempt her.
Amira will say that she intends to covertly sabotage Samitu's interests, just in a way that will irritate him, but not cause a time paradox.
What if I just barged in and made a mess?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know Solomon. Go fuck his shit up.
I don't have
Mahri
his house
looked
prepared as a
over.
dungeon yet. Please don't.
Mahari looks over at these two as they're talking like that, then looks back at Amira.
Amira is not saying this in front of everybody else. It is
okay.
in confidence with Kashmi.
Also
okay.
fairly sure if you guys try and go after Simitu right now, he will fuck you up.
Yeah, he's like level 16 or something like that, right?
Around
Redetermined.
that.
Yeah.
I think that it's super cute that you think that Kashmi gives any shits about anything like that.
If Kashmi expresses a desire to get a little bit reckless and like go confront Simitu, Amira is going to, like, grab her by the cheeks, give her, like, a really deadly serious look that Amira usually doesn't have on her face, and she will straight up say, without a hint of irony, Kashmi, please, I can't lose you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you.
Fine. Fine. Fine.
Say it more
But-
reluctantly, why don't you?
I'm spending my downtime getting my urchin network to go and fuck his shit up.
Absolutely.
They're
Egg his
gonna put-
house.
Your urchins aren't quite capable of that much, Kashmi. They're good at helping you get information and sowing some rumors, perhaps, but they're not capable of a lot. They're urchins.
I
Like
will have
KP 's
all
house,
of
at
them signing them up for every free magazine subscription.
That
They were gonna
you can
put
absolutely do.
all of the cat food in front of his house, so all of the cats come and meow for more cat food. They will.
So you're just going to
any-
make them nuisances more than anything
The
else.
No, they are gonna fuck. He's gonna be. They're gonna steal his mail. There's all of the dogs are gonna poop in his yard.
Keep in mind that if the kid steals mail, that might get them executed because I'm pretty sure he has important stuff.
I mean, they're fucking children. I don't care. Whatever.
Oh my god.
Are you sharing
Hey.
that with everyone else, Kashmi? Or is
That I
just your
plan-
personal monologue?
If Solomon was gonna play hard to get, I was gonna offer him civilian children.
Oh
What
my
do you mean hard?
god.
Wait, what do you mean hard to get? Did you try to flirt with me while I wasn't here?
No, I thought you were gonna not come.
Wait. What? To what?
Tonight.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I thought he was
oh,
having family time.
I don't. My brother is in right now, so I wasn't sure if they had something planned. But
Hi,
they were just watching
Solomon's
a
brother.
movie downstairs. He's not here on speaker.
Join my games. Pay me money.
If he joins, I'm leaving.
I didn't
Oh,
say join
God.
this game, just join one of them.
At least he can do is like and subscribe.
Or do that, yeah. Find the videos and watch them. Waste your life away listening to us. We're fun, I promise. If anyone is
But-
still listening at this point in the video, I'm so sorry. Why?
After
What are you doing here?
after the second day, Amira will try and find that black market so she can get
Okay.
these incredibly illegal things sold.
Yeah. It's probably not terribly difficult for you to find the black market considering how long you spent here, but go
Yeah.
ahead and give me that society check to find it. Or,
Mhm.
you know what? Gossip lore would work as well.
Okay.
Or
I would
Mecha
go
lore
with-
if you've got that.
Yeah, you wanted to come with me for this, Kashmi?
Yeah, because I have the hobnobber action, whatever sales stuff, so I want to help aid.
Yep.
See if we can get a better deal.
Kashmi, if you want to use Mechatar lore to try and aid Amira, go for it.
I'm just the muscle traveling with them, carrying the loot.
Solomon's downtime is easy, it's earn money.
Well, no, it's beat the shit out of people and eat them.
That too. Take that +3, Amira.
Nice. Thank you, Kashmi.
Time for 2 nat 1s. Let's see it.
That's really hateful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did gather information. I'm brainless.
You are so fucking lucky. I need you to know that. I'm gonna stretch my head up so you can see my expression. You are so unbelievably fucking lucky. Roll again.
Okay. I will use Brooch of Inspiration here.
This is not a recall knowledge.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
Your camera is tilted way up.
I'm aware. I'm crouching right now.
He's in the library.
He's
I'm
at
on
a
the
standing
floor.
desk. Yeah, he's at a standing desk.
I'm at
Oh, okay.
ye old personal library next to my desk. On the floor. This didn't need to be blind, Amira. Sorry, I
I'm
should have
sorry.
specified. So you got a 41 on this. And as for your
Hell
gather
yeah.
information roll, that was a natural one.
Yeah,
So be grateful.
Next time, shut your mouth, Solomon.
I was really
What do you
hoping
mean?
the
What-
second roll would be a 1 also, just
No.
so Solomon was prophetic.
No.
That would have been really funny.
I was trying to reverse psychology it.
trying to find a specific set of notes. Found them! It was in the first book I looked for. I was just an idiot. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you long, Amira. With Kashmi's help and your general knowledge... Mahri, what the fuck? You that bored?
No, I'm just trying to learn the controls of how to do that.
Uh-huh. Right-click to delete your most recent point. Yeah, you find the underworld market. It doesn't have any sort of official name to it. You find it pretty easily. It's a sort of dank, despairing underground area, just like the rest of Mekatar, but not nearly as lit up and peppy at night. There's a number of sort of wooden stalls that have been put together. There's all manner of wraiths, zombies, mummies, even a few liches here, and all manner of weird things being sold. While illegal gear is, of course, made and purchased and sold down here, that's not the primary use of this market. This market specializes in the more esoteric. If you want to subvert the dead laws and feast unrestricted among the quick, down here is where you go to do that. If you want to purchase specific body parts, unrestricted, this is where you go. If you want to purchase and sell memories, this is where you go to do so. But if you're solely looking to sell illegal Nexian weaponry, you can absolutely find a buyer down here.
Okay. Amira will be extremely cautious with this, knowing that she can be summarily executed if this is found on her person. But yes, she...
Yeah, probably tortured first for information.
Yeah. Also, she will pick up a souvenir for Solomon, some kind of body part.
Some kind
information
of... Yeah.
Information wouldn't really be secretive because we're not trying to protect anyone.
Amira, if you want to pick up some finger food for Solomon, you absolutely can.
Are they fingers?
They are.
Literally finger food.
There is a ghoul down here that absolutely just has metal buckets filled with chopped off fingers. Some of them old and wrinkly, some of them still oozing fresh blood, and absolutely sells them for copper on the... I don't know how to change pennies on the dollar into like copper on the gold. That just doesn't sound right.
Well, copper literally is pennies to gold because
I'm aware. It's 1 to 100, but copper on the gold just sounds a little weird to say, and my brain faltered.
In one of those old-timey, like, candy bags.
No, they don't do that here. They don't partake in plastics. They have enough other unforgivable waste to go into the River of Rot that they're not putting plastics into the water, at least.
You said old-timey, the white bags with the stripes.
Oh, little paper
the
bags.
Paper ones. Yeah.
Are those just popcorn bags?
Yes, but with thinner stripes.
They don't have paper bags, Kashmi, but they do have those, like, old cookie tins that you can absolutely get fingers in.
If we were to dump plastic, like those plastic soda 6-pack rings into the River of Rot, what kind of animal would end up getting it trapped around their neck or
just
whatever?
Zombies.
So many.
You're gonna start getting zombies that have like one arm in their neck stuck through those plastic rings, walking around.
Okay,
zombie lives matter.
Zombie lives.
Only enough muscle to like move the arm, but not enough to actually rip it free.
All right, we were spending this much time on a tangent.
Oh,
that's what this game is for.
Okay. Well, I have more questions about this tangent. First of all, can I get a pet here? And second of all,
you have a Solomon.
Okay, I will accept your Solomon. I will. Okay, you're right.
You already have an imaginary friend. Why would you?
You're right. He's better than Gab. He's just Gabbles, but like better.
You also
You're
have
right.
Mahri as a dog. Like, why do you need more?
That's really hurtful. He's a person.
You're the one who always says that he's a dog.
I'm the only one who's allowed to say. Well, and you, but we're the only one who are allowed to say that.
That's true. I flipped out on everybody else who did it.
Yeah, I would
Mahri
cut
never
them.
liked-
I don't.
Yup.
I didn't do it. I just referred to you as meat.
Oh yeah, not you.
We have an
and-
understanding.
Yes, exactly.
I have all of these memories now. And you said that people sell memories here.
They do indeed.
Could I make some money? And if so,
If you
how
wanted
much
to permanently
money?
get rid of some of your memories, you could potentially sell them. I would effectively allow you to earn income here by selling some of your memories if you wanted to.
What is the price? Like how cooking is 7, what is the memories price?
I would say level-wise down here, because you have centuries of memories, I'd say you could do up to level 10 down here with that.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, while you guys are down here, what you actually came to do, are you selling the crossbow and sealing blade?
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
Okay. That is...
Oh, also, I forgot to bring this up last time
Mhm.
because it's been a while. Can I still change the heritage since I wasn't aware that?
Yes. Yeah, we
Undead
talked
were
about the
immune
fact
to
that you
bleed.
could do that. Go for it.
Thank you.
Those two items, Amira, will net you guys a total of 600 gold.
Nice.
Or 60 platinum, specifically.
Yeah. In the party stash should be
Already
fine,
done.
So, okay, cool.
So,
But none for a rant.
Amira would like to do one other thing
Sure.
while she's down here.
Mhm.
She is going to go to one of those, like, illegal feeding dens, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she is going to pay to be able to take out her frustrations on some poor quick.
Sure. Yeah, you find your way over to one of the more open areas where there is a banshee proprietress who has effectively a number of gibbets set up, each of them with fully living quick. Many of them look like they just came in off of ships coming into Mekatar and may have been kidnapped while they were out and getting drunk their first night here. And you can absolutely spend some coin getting bloody with them, whether that's feasting, whether that's ripping them to shreds, whatever desires you have with these corpses, living corpses effectively, is yours to take out. How many corpses or how many bodies would you like?
Just one for now.
Just one? Okay. That's going to be, are you just looking to pay with coin?
Yeah.
1 gold, 5 silver, please.
Oh, this is cheap.
I'm
Relatively
gonna
speaking.
let Amira do her thing, and I'm gonna go to the pet store.
I picked discarded flesh warp.
Cool. Kashmi, you know what's at the pet stores, right? Down here?
Is it people?
Is it not pet?
It's I mean, they use the term pets. It's people.
Najmi is like does a very polite like lap around the store as to not be rude.
Yeah.
But very disappointed when she like goes to the adoption center and it's only cats.
There's a ghoul shopkeeper that's been like following you, rubbing his hands together as he talks about the different livestock they have. It's icky.
I love how fucked up Geb is.
I'm sorry, what?
I love how fucked up Geb is.
Some people are dog people,
messed up.
others are some are cat people, some are dog people. I'm more of a people person.
Oh, that's awful to be able to say that here. Oh. I hate
I
the
got it from the
implications behind that. Thank you.
I got it from an abridged series that was
It
from a
sounds
slave
like
owner,
an
so
abridged line.
it is. But it was
Is that
so well
Helsing
delivered.
Ultimate?
No, Shield
Okay.
Hero.
Ah, makes sense. All right. Amira and Kashmi will say overall, setting up Urchin Network, looking for info on Samitu, coming down here took about 3 days of your downtime. So each of you has 25 days left. What would you like to do with that?
Did we sell the items?
You did. I can distribute that coin if you'd like.
Yeah, it was 5 gold for you. Thank you, Jericho.
I get 5 gold?
No, it was 5 gold for Solomon.
Oh. Solomon, you got 15 platinum.
Right.
Same thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and pay back then. So that's 10. So who all? There was 3 people. There was Amira. There was.
It was 100
Kashmi.
apiece from Mahri and Kashmi, and 40 from Amira.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give 10 platinum to Kashmi.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then 5 platinum to Amira.
Thank you.
Actually, it was 4 platinum
It was
because I needed 40. So yeah,
Yeah.
4 platinum, and then 100 gold to.
Mahri.
Why am I blanking on your name, Mahri? Why? I don't know why I was blanking on your character's name.
Are you actively like dragging this to their sheets, or are you just deleting it and they'll add it themselves? Just to make sure.
Deleting it. Right?
Okay, so the rest of you make sure you add that money back.
Okay.
That you spent.
Gotcha.
I love that in this like dour and awful campaign, you guys all like lend money to each other and actively pay back your debts.
Yeah,
love
we're family.
Well, IRL, I hate any kind of owing of
fair.
stuff, so I always do it right away, even if it's in game.
I just find it very funny and like heavily contrasting to sort of the themes of this story.
They're basically investing in a weapon more than a person, I feel like. So.
All right, Kashmir Mira, what would you guys like to do?
Would you?
Oh, good.
Will you remind me of what the 3 things we were supposed to be doing were?
The main thing
We
you're
did one of
supposed to do is find the Divinity Leech and return it to Abraxas. That's like overarching goal. Other goal, not fuck up the timeline over the next 200 years.
Third goal, the arena.
Solomon's really horny for the arena.
We were supposed to be like researching something besides the leech. Wasn't there something like
Amira's friend.
No. Like apparently not. Then I'm gonna sell some fucking memories. I'm gonna make some money.
Okay, yeah. Kashmir, go ahead and you can earn income for 25 days at level 10 using occultism if you'd like. Since that is most set up for your memories. You do not have to do at level 10. You can do lower than level 10 if you would like, since the DC is going to be pretty high.
Watch these memories become extremely clutch in the future and we not have them.
Welcome back, Queek. Okay. Oh, you did the same thing as Mahri, Kim. You missed by 1.
I am not alone.
So... That's... Oh, you only did it for... Why are you only doing it for specific sets of days, Kashmir?
So I don't blow all my rolls on a fail?
What?
That's not how that works, Kashmir.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know that.
No worries. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're doing a variety of things, you would break it in, but typically, if everyone is saying they're... Like, if you're going to be doing the same thing the whole time, that's going to be all one roll.
I was gonna sell 10 level 10 memories and 7 level 9 memories and 8 level 8 memories.
Okay, I will allow that.
Thank you, boss. See? That's why we split it up. So do I get all of the money? The 40 silver and the 5 gold, or 35 gold and the 70 silver? Ooh, that's 36 gold. Oh, and 10.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Remedial math with Kim.
6 years later.
Were they happy memories or were they sad memories? Or did I get to pick? I can't hear you.
I've been muted for fuck knows how long right now.
I was wondering why nobody was saying anything.
Have you all just been watching me with like my mouth moving on camera and not saying shit?
No.
I wasn't watching.
As soon as I
wasn't
realized,
watching.
like, I'm talking too long, then I looked and told you immediately.
So, what was the last thing you heard from me? I don't even know how that muted.
We don't even really listen to you when you do talk, so I don't even know how you would expect us to know that.
That's hurtful.
You were, you gave Kashmir permission to, break
Right,
it into
okay.
parts.
So yes, you get 46 gold this time, Kashmir, but typically we will do one roll if you're doing the same earn income here.
There, I'm sorry.
It's fine. This time is all good. In the future, I am going to take this back with interest. This is going in my little black book of notes on all of the trauma this party is going to get. And I will meet with you at some point to determine exactly what memories you lost. It was your choice of what you wanted to sell. Keep in mind, though, people aren't going to exclusively pay for sad memories. You might have to sell some of your happier memories or good times if you wanted to make that good money on it.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
So, what you exactly got rid of is up to you, and you can feel free to take as long as you'd want to actually think on that and just let me know generally what it is you're getting rid of at some point. But beyond that, Amira, 25 days left. What would you like to do with it?
Okay, 25 days. Let me do the math here real quick. I'm gonna go
I can
ahead.
do this now, by the way.
Oh.
What are you doing?
That was my hourglass
Sure.
flipping.
Oh no, not the hourglass.
I can put it in front of the camera so you guys know when I'm flipping it now if I want to really make you panic.
I think
And my turn's in advance. Joke's on you.
I don't use it for in combat.
I think
Maybe you
Amira
should.
would like to spend 2 days seeing what she can find out about recent events with Berlin.
Okay.
If that is acceptable.
Yeah, go for it. Give me that gather information. That's a good roll. Unfortunately, no information has come in about Berlin. You don't have those sort of like high society connections right now to access, and
Yeah.
like that would mainly be information you get from directly speaking with other actual bloodlords or members of the reanimators.
Okay.
Without access to those networks right now, yet, you'll get it eventually, for sure, you don't really have a lot of info. You're just sort of relying on public rumors and gossip and what people are talking about. And Berlin, who moved out to the sticks and doesn't have a presence in Mekatar, people don't really talk about her. So
Yeah. That makes sense.
there's simply not much to be had about her right now.
Okay. Before I focus fully on the Divinity Leech, is there anything anybody else wants me to research? Like, Mahri, do you want me to check up on Necressa? Solomon,
please.
do you want... that was a yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. Solomon, do you want me to, like, try and gather information about your arena opponents? Or I guess you wouldn't know.
No, I wish to kill them myself. No handicap.
Fair enough, buddy. Then, yeah, Amira will go ahead and spend 2 days on Necressa.
Okay.
Obviously, she's kind of, you know, obscure, not really in the public eye, but...
She is not very much in the public eye.
But, like, maybe stuff about Urgathoan splinter cults or something like that.
There are multiple sects of Urgathoan worship that are all out of the Cathedral of Epiphenomena. They all have their own sanctums within it. You know that. It is not very much like how there was Cabriri, main worship is headed by Cortash Kane, and then sects like the Secret Eaters. Urgathoan worship is the same. There is the main faith that is led by Renella Brennan, but then there are other versions of faith that focus on other aspects or worship her in different ways.
Yeah.
I'm going to say here, with your first spending 2 days asking around about effectively a child of Urgathoa who isn't Renella, the best you're able to get is that one has been spotted in the Cathedral of Epiphenomena recently. That's about it, though. You don't have a confirmation on name or what they're doing or if they're still there. Just one has been seen there within the last month.
Does it feel like I could gather more information if I spend more time?
Yeah. If you wanted to invest more time in it, you could probably get more. Okay. This isn't a lot of time, even with the fact that you can gather information pretty quickly. Remember, everything moves slowly in Geb. 2 days isn't a lot of time.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, then I'll spend 7 more days on Necressa, and
Sounds
then
good.
I'll have 14 days for the Divinity Leech.
Makes sense.
Okay, so this is 7 days worth. Please buy Erasni, give me a good roll.
And I am effectively adjusting your roll in my head. I'm not doing it on screen or anything, but I am taking into account the amount of time you spend on your roll. I'm effectively sort of adding a bonus based on the number of days you're spending.
That makes sense.
Goodness gracious me, oh my. With that roll specifically, I have good news and bad news for you. Which would you prefer?
Oh. Bad news first.
Bad news first. You rolled a natural 1.
Oh, God.
Which should mean you get incorrect information.
Uh-huh.
The good news is, with the amount of time you've spent on this, spending a full week on it, your roll is not a critical failure. It would have been a success, which means that one only brings it down to a failure.
Hold on. I think I might have something for this.
Yeah, if you've got a feat for this, go for it. We're getting to that point where you guys have so many feats that trying to remember everything you have is a bit
Is it
rough.
unmistakable lore?
No, because this isn't a lore check.
Yeah.
This is a,
This was me when I was playing the Swashbuckler.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything.
I'm taking a look through your skill feats, and I don't think anything is really useful for gather information, aside from discrete inquiry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mahri.
That's fine. Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
You have a much better shot than me.
So, with that roll, spending 7 days, I think the best I'm going to be able to give you, no one has seen this child of Urgathoa leave Mekatar.
Okay.
Now, it is of course possible that they have used teleportation or some other way to leave from an area where they weren't observed. No one you talk to has seen them actively leave the city, though. So theoretically, if this child of Urgathoa that you're looking into is in fact Necressa, there's probably a decent chance they are in the city at this point in time.
Okay. Amira will let Mahri know what she's uncovered.
Oh shit. Hey everybody. Remember how she teleported to us before? Remember how Shay said that she still kept a connection to my soul?
Wasn't that an illusion that we fought though?
Potentially. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But what may or may not have been an illusion.
Yeah, but what we do know... never mind.
Mahri, as circa 2024, as he realizes he in fact does not know shit.
The clicks of the sparks in the brain were there, but then it short-circuited.
Okay. And then 14 days for Divinity Leech.
Sure. Go for it. This is going to have a very high DC because that is not a common knowledge at all.
Okay.
You're mostly gonna be,
Hopefully
like, asking around, describing what it is, or if there's any like weird divine magic that's been found, anything related to the abyss.
hopefully the dice will balance things out and give me a nat 20 here.
Here's hoping. Not a nat 20. Unfortunately.
Okay.
However, that was the best you've rolled on a gather information so far today.
Oh, okay.
And you're spending quite a long time on it. That's the other thing to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It's strange, Amira. Connections to the abyss are not prevalent here in Mekatar.
Yeah.
People do it on occasion, but Chthonian magic and connections are rare, to say the least.
Lawful evil versus chaotic evil kind of stuff going on.
Direct connections to demon lords and their projects, which is what the Divinity Leech is, are even rarer. However, there have been talks, rumors, making their way in the lower levels of the city from some of the rowdier partiers, those who get their high, their fix, their drinks, their flesh wherever they can, which a lot of the time is at Ergothoan feasts, put on by everyone's favorite, the celebrants. There is apparently a new high priest of one of the many sects of Ergothoan worship that has appeared recently, and while this high priest hasn't revealed much about themselves, there are a number of people claiming that this figure has demonic taint to them. Or at the very least, fiendish taint is probably the best they can argue. With that role, Amira, you are going to find someone who has spoken, or at least been spoken to by this high priest, and has seen what they look like.
Okay.
They are a Kolo.
No.
Who's a Kolo?
A null.
The description is similar to Mahri. Not quite the same, but similar. To the point that if you had a sketch of this figure and put it up next to Mahri, they might look close enough that they could be related.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's a wonderful facial expression, Queek.
Well, here's if it's one of the people that I'm thinking of, one of them you guys are going to be treated to a butcher side, if you know that word, and at the other one, you might see Mahri go insane even more than he already is.
Last confirmation, Amira, if you want to have it to share with Mahri, this figure is male.
Okay, yeah, that's about what I was just about
By
to
the way,
ask.
Mahri, start playing Still Says You're Away. Or
Do I get to
Foundry
eat
Still
them?
Says You're Away.
God damn it, mother!
Get back in the game, loser. Thank you.
There. All right.
So if they're related, do I get to eat them?
Maybe.
I
Okay,
mean, I feel like Mahri should get to eat him first.
If it's Mahari's father, he's gonna choke the answers out of him. If it's his mother, he's gonna choke the answers out of her. Well, it's male, so it's not his mother, so we don't have to worry about that.
Not hearing a no.
In that case, then, when Amira gathers this information, she'll kind of gather everybody into their inn room and sit them down. Be like, okay, I got some information that might be connected to the Divinity Leech. And it's also potentially connected to Mahri. So,
Well, I mean, it's technically connected to all of us, so that's not shocking, is it?
yeah, but this one's especially connected to Mahri. Promise me you won't freak out and go do something stupid?
I give you my word not to do anything I would consider stupid.
Okay.
Kashmi's gonna take a step next to him, put her arm around his shoulder, just a little bit of I got you, boo, kind of.
A little bit
That'll-
of support.
Exactly.
I guess that'll have to be good enough for now. So there's a new priest of Urgathoa at the temple, who's been doing some interesting celebrant stuff with the feasts and all that.
Yeah.
It's a male Kolo with strong familial resemblance to you, Mahri.
Mahari's just he's gonna like look at Amira, kind of like, kind of grin at her, and he's like, Amira, that's impossible. When I left the Mwangi, my father was dead. I have no uncles, and my grandfather looked like he was made of whistling reeds.
I'm just telling you what I heard, Mahari. I don't know, maybe your father was reanimated by Necressa or Gathoa, something like that. I don't know. Might not be worth speculating, but I'm just telling you what I heard.
Well, I mean, if it is my father and he's been reanimated, considering everything else that's been revealed to not just me but everybody, I'm going to rip his unlife out of his body. But before I do that, I'm going to get answers out of him, even if I have to tear him limb from limb and then put him back together.
He might just be racist. She might just think you all look the same. You don't know.
No,
I mean,
this is what other people. I'm not racist.
We already know she's racist. That's not in question.
Ghouls aren't people.
See.
Kashmi, I don't think, seeing how serious our current situation is, and just how precarious it is, I don't think Amira is going to try to get one over on me on an issue that could potentially make me her enemy.
Kashmir enemy?
No,
He just-
immediately.
no. Mahari's saying he doesn't believe that Amira would lie about something like this, because any of us can ill afford to be turning on each other at the current moment.
Yeah. When Mahari says that he'll like rip apart his own father, if that's who it is, Amira will nod and say, "Yeah, and I'm sure all of us here will support you in that. You just
Thank you.
have to be careful about it. You know that as well as I do, but we'll definitely do it."
Close enough.
Amira, you
wouldn't
would
be
have
the
had
first-
enough. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Wouldn't be the first father in this party we've killed, really. I mean,
Hey, it'll be like the third parent in the party we've killed.
right.
Second, really.
I don't
We
even
kinda
think
killed
I
the
have
same
casual-
parent repeatedly.
Hey, technically, I didn't kill anybody. I'm innocent. Mahari's innocent. Gives his best big puppy dog eyes. I didn't kill anybody.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Mahari.
Yep, and that does help him sleep at night.
Solomon doesn't know and he doesn't care if he killed a father figure.
That's one of the memories Kashmir got rid of, so she doesn't know.
Which of the times her aunt's mom died? 1, 2, or 3?
That's gonna be her excuse for everything going
Actually,
forward.
sorry,
Is that
1,
that's
2,
the
3,
memory
or
she gave away?
4. Do you think she's died 4 times at this point?
It's gonna be the
Yeah.
excuse for everything now. Oh, I sold that memory.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I just want you to know, Kashmir, if you're gonna sit there and just, when it fits the situation, say, "Oh, I sold that memory," there's going to come a time where a memory comes up as the group is talking about it. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, "Oh, you sold that memory."
I mean, that's
just
fair.
want you to know.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Okay, you know what? We can come to an accord on that. Will I keep a running tally on the 35 memories Kashmi sold? Who knows? Or sorry, 25.
When do I get to kill something?
We're getting there, Solomon.
Never.
Holy shit.
All this talk about
There's the
revenge is
hand.
making.
There's the hand.
All this talk about revenge is making me bloodthirsty.
Well, after about a month of rest and relaxation, after your assault on the Tower of Gnawed Bones, getting your first payment, taking some time to improve yourselves and prepare for the future, a small bat makes its way and starts knocking against the edge of your window as you are waking up one morning.
Oh my god, what?
Can I try
Can
to
we
reach
keep
out and
it?
grab the bat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please don't eat it.
As you sort of open the window enough to reach out and grab it, it's a small vampire bat, and you can see there is a what looks to be missive tied to its leg.
His whole hand just engulfs the bat
Yeah,
as he
pretty
pulls it in.
much.
So
There's
does,
a message on this. You are welcome to read it if you'd like.
Yeah.
We can't read.
Message. I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna just shove the bat into Kashmir's hand since she said she wanted it.
It goes right through your incorporeal hands, Kashmi.
Amira,
Just flopping around in the midair inside of her.
it's for you.
Oh, thank you. And, Amira will take it and
Sure.
Out of the,
I have-
the Kashmi cage.
As you open up the message and read it, it's just a couple sentences, nice and simple, that says, "Congratulations! I hope you're not busy. Your match is this afternoon. Regards, Saltpeter."
okay,
it's from-
Solomon, you finally get your wish.
Yep. And I can't
Yay.
wait to make money off of this.
Oh god, now I'm gonna get an extremely level 20 creature and just get insta shot when you say that.
I have not done that, no. Believe me, I thought about it. But I actually took your athletics check results into account when designing this encounter, Solomon. So,
Oh, so it's gonna be an easy fight then, seeing as the first two were terrible.
no. Alright, if you guys have things you'd like to do, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to just head over to the Deathless Arena, you can do that as well.
No, I'm gonna braid his hair and I'm gonna paint his face and he's gonna look so scary.
I don't
Wow.
have hair.
We'll
You have like
braid
army
your
What are-
hair from some of the people attached to you.
Yeah, what is this dangly bits that you have going on the side? What is
What's
that?
I
I
have
braid
no
whatever those bits are, the loose sinews and like.
Now I need to pull up his artwork. What are you talking
The
about?
dangly bits, of course.
The
that all of us
dangly
can
bits.
easily see.
What dangly bits?
Solomon
The
just like
dangly
had me
bit.
braid that. I don't think anyone knows what she's talking about, but you yourself
She's
said
just
you were her pet, so
You could braid loose pieces of skin, I guess. He's not gonna care.
Even I don't know what she's talking about most of the time, and I'm her wife.
Like, it
When
might
you
be-
have
It might be tattered
describe-
pieces of his cloak that you're seeing. I don't know.
when you've described Solomon, it's always been like pieces and just this like fleshy, mossed up like bits of all of these different things. And so in
It
my
is.
mind, you've got like, I don't know, like old man foo beard, like long ass weird wispy pieces, like tufts of bits and things. Kashmir just wants to support you and make you look your very most handsome.
Why don't you just paint his biceps? That'll actually be visible. His face isn't even visible. The cloak.
contour his muscles, Kashmi.
Are there any hair on the biceps? Because I'm going to braid it.
They're biceps, so no. The only hair that he probably has is pubes.
Oh my god.
We
I'm
are
gonna
not
braid
describing you
it.
braiding that.
If she wants
Never
to do
will
that,
any
he's not going to
fun.
stop her. He's not going to stop her if she wants to.
I will, out of the kindness of my heart, reach into the pocket of my body and pull out my fuck you Slezzer hat and offer it to you to wear in this fight. You don't know, but it is a very important, very special, like, epic hat. It's my heart.
Can you describe what it looks like?
It's large and red and says "fuck you, Slezzer" right on top.
It is
Like-
We're making an abridged series at this point.
It is
Okay,
effectively a cowboy hat with a wide brim that on the top of it has glistening blue thread embroidered that says "fuck you, Slezzer." This was
Sure.
actively commissioned early on in the campaign by Kashmi because
But
Slezzer
in-
was a party member.
Yeah, instead of being like this, it's like Mad Hatter style because it's tall, so you can really read it.
You know what? Sure, it adds to his messy appearance. By all means.
Okay, then I don't need to braid anything unless you really want me to, because I'm a giver.
I don't
but
have anything to you for you to braid.
I have the
so
item
that-
for it still.
Kashmi's disgust.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
it's the best day of my life. Thank you so much, Solomon.
I have no idea what it is, so I'm just going with it at this
you can
point.
see the little picture for it for a general idea of what it looks like. But
Yeah,
you
I
have
get
no
it.
clue who Slezzer is, so it's probably a little weird.
It has a feather.
He really doesn't really care about his dress code that much.
As you all make your way, sorry, was there anything anyone else wanted to do in preparation for heading to the arena?
I need to see what the cost of it is. See if there's, I need to see if there's any oil of unlife that I can afford.
Not a
I have
bad
a moderate one on me if you'd like it.
If you would not mind.
Yeah, you
Pretty
can
good.
borrow it. If you need
Is
it,
it-
use it. If you don't,
is it-
then give it back.
I do have a retrieval belt, so I was going to store it in there.
Moderate's probably the highest level you can get right now, Solomon. A greater version is level 12.
Would you like me to buy you a mutagen of any sort?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Solomon's gonna be doping. Fantastic.
No, I said no. But are you able to drag it onto me, or is it in the party stash?
Kashmi, if you drag it from like your character sheet onto Solomon's token, it will give it to him. It's a good way to share items between people. As you all make your way towards the arena, as the morning gives way to early afternoon, the arena is not the most packed. You did specifically say you were okay with not a primetime slot, just any slot that would get you a fight.
Yep.
There are still a good number of people there. Honestly, probably more than you would expect there to be for this time of day.
You wanted to see the newcomer, I guess.
As you all are making your way towards the entrance, there is a figure who is sort of like waiting off to the side by the entrance, posted up, leaning half against the wall, and does do like the push themselves forward to stand up straight as you guys approach. It's a bit of a weird looking figure, fully dressed in very like tattered garb. You can see like multiple belts, high boots, a very tattered coat, what appears to be a bandolier on their chest, a black mask, a red kerchief. Flowing from behind the mask, though, is tendrils of black shadow, and you can see what appear to be two pistols hanging at their hip.
Oh, I know who this is.
No, you don't. You know the artwork. It is not that character. Who sort of stands up and just folds their arms and waits as you guys make your way towards the entrance of the arena. Well, excited for your big day? Oh, don't be like that. We're going to be colleagues. Don't want to make a good connection?
What's
He's
his good
always
connection?
Are you my
Deathless, Bloodlord of the Builders League, at your service.
Ah,
Oh,
you're not my next meal then.
No, I am not. You also would not be able to get a good bite on me. I simply came to cheer you on. See how my juniors would do in their upcoming bout.
Out of character, is this guy we have a deal with, or do we have it with the reanimators?
You have a deal with the Builders League, so this is a member of that league.
Gotcha.
Can Amira sense motive to get a gauge on, like,
Yeah,
is he being a condescending asshole, or is he
Absolutely.
being genuine right now?
yeah.
it's going to be hard because there's no facial expressions. They are wearing a mask.
Yeah,
And you
that's
can't
fair.
even really see eyes through the eye holes. This is
Yeah.
for creature type, this is a shadow that is wearing clothing. Don't ask how.
So really, then just I'm asking for a vibe check.
Yeah, kind of, sorta. And Kashmir, you're probably the one who gets the best vibes on them. They seem genuinely curious and excited for you guys. She seems very, very interested in seeing you do well and also making a genuine connection.
Find a good seat. This is not going to be a classroom fight.
Oh, I already have a good seat. The rest of you are
Oh.
welcome to join me in my box, by the way, if you'd like.
Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Super down to like make friends and be hospitable and put a little cashmere razzle dazzle on it.
Wonderful. You said Kashmir was your name, correct?
It is, curtsy.
It's a pleasure to meet you. She will hold out a gloved hand for a handshake.
Kashmir will look down at her incorporeal hand and take a moment and like shake it, and then shake hands.
As she grasps your hand, she does a deep bow, holding it before standing back up, giving a firm shake and letting go. Which is very funny considering both of your hands are incorporeal.
Ghost touch vibes.
Very much. Her gloves may have illegal ghost touch runes on them. Who knows?
I feel like there's going to be an exception in that case, though, so they can contribute
Oh,
more
yeah.
to society. Like 4 ghosts.
Amira.
Amira will, reach out and go for a handshake as well. Nice to meet you,
A
Amira.
pleasure to meet you as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I've seen your face around this city before. Is that correct?
Correct. I lived here for several decades.
It's wonderful to have you back. You can never have too many interesting people in this city.
I'm new.
And ready to make a grand entrance, aren't you? Immediately scheduling an arena match on your, what was it, second day here?
I wish to test the city's might.
Quite the statement. Well, if anything, the opponent for you should be quite the interesting one.
Let's hope.
Come, I will show the rest of you to my seats, and Mr. Solomon, I believe young Saltpeter is waiting for you just down the hallway to the left.
He'll nod respectfully and then start heading over.
All right.
Jericho, this is the arena in the southwest corner of the map, right?
That is correct. This is the Deathless Arena.
Okay, so if there were bloodlords who wanted to watch such a sport, this is where it would be.
Yes, this is the arena of Geb and Mekatar.
Okay.
At a time like today, they've absolutely sectioned it off into smaller sections for multiple matches to be happening at a time. When night falls, and when there are demonstrations going on for like the Ebon Mausoleum, are when the full arena will be used for single matches. And after nightfall is absolutely when the arena itself will be packed. So, this is also a place you guys would know by now that Bloodlords themselves will fight. If they want a sanctioned fight to resolve conflicts without resulting in one's death, or very rarely resulting in one's death, they will occasionally result it through a fight in the Deathless Arena.
Watch all this build up for the arena. I'm gonna get like 5 1s and die.
Well, as you guys begin making your way to your seats, Solomon, you go to meet with Saltpeter and prepare for your match. That's where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So stand up, grab some water, stretch. I will see you in a few minutes, and get ready for Solomon's fight.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes, Solomon.
Right. Welcome back. So, as the rest of you make your way to your seats, you can see that the arena itself has been split into about 5 different sections right now of the arena floor. Each of them sort of sectioned off, some of them already having fights going on within them between numerous different creatures. This appears to be a time of day where magical combat is less going on. It is much more of the physical variety. People truly beating each other to death. There is one arena that does not currently have anyone sitting in it, or, sorry, at least in the arena itself. There are a number of people already beginning to filter into the seats, and what looks like bookies walking around and beginning to get bets set up. The arena itself isn't particularly large, but there are 4 massive statues of Geb sort of arranged in the center, such that one is pretty much always looking at you, no matter where you sit. And the rest of the floor is completely filled with about an inch of blood. Just fresh blood sort of forming a pool at the bottom level of this arena. And that is the seats where Bloodlord Delkira is currently leading you all towards. I'm probably making small talk as you are going.
Yeah. During the small talk, Amira will ask basic things like, you know, how long have you been a Bloodlord?
Yeah. About 4 centuries. Not the longest period of time, but enough to understand how it all works.
Makes sense. Have you always been with the Builders League?
Oh, yes. Worked with them when I was alive, worked with them in death, too. It's been a constructive experience.
Mahri will kind of laugh at the pun.
But as you all make your way to your seats, the man of the hour, Solomon, you make your way alone down the hallway to where the small, mummified goblin is waiting for you. Well, you ready for this?
Send me to them.
Now, just want to make sure you're okay with these sorts of rules. This is a no-holds-barred, everything is allowed sort of fight.
I'd have nothing else.
Wonderful. Once you enter the arena, your opponent's going to enter on the other side. You're going to have the chance to talk to each other, take a look over one another if you want, while the people finish filling in, bets are made, all of that. You'll have whatever time you want to sort of get your bearings. And hell, even talk them out if you want. This is when people normally decide to throw matches for better money, just letting you know. You don't seem like the type of guy to do that, but in case you were.
I'm not here for the money.
You're here for the thrill of the fight, ain't you? Well,
exactly.
we found a similar opponent. kind of looks you up and down, like very clearly lingers his rotten eyes on the stitches holding you together. Found someone similar that we think you'll have an enjoyable time against. Just mind the height difference.
Good.
Right this
Is it the
way if you're
pathway?
ready to head on in.
He'll immediately start heading in.
Yeah. As he leads you guys in. Yes, Kashmi?
Do you think you're gonna win?
I have no idea.
You know, but like, tell me how you feel about it. Because I need 8 more gold. Because then I want to get a ruby hippo. Because then we can have a hippo. But I need 8 more gold. So, should I bet on you, or should I bet against you?
Would you have known this before I went in? Because I would have given you the 8 gold for it. You said you wanted to bet in advance, so I assume you would have had an idea.
Yeah, I would have had this conversation with you before you left us.
I'll subtract 8 gold, and you can just give yourself that.
You can give yourself 8 gold for now, Kashmi. I have yet to come to the determination if you can find a Wonders figurine of a ruby hippopotamus around here that isn't changed in some way. So, hold on to your money for now, but I at least know what it is you're going for. The rest of the stands are, of course, not quite filled to the brim, but there are a number of people. I'm just not putting a million tokens on this map because I care about everyone's viewing experience.
Oh, wrong button.
Where are you going, Solomon?
Is it spacebar or is it control to like estimate the measurement tool?
You hold control if you want to make like pings in it or make anchor points. Spacebar moves you to the end of it.
I hold control?
Hold control, let go, and then left click again. If you want to make an anchor.
Wait.
Hold control.
Okay.
So drag out, hold control, and then left click, and then drag again from where you end. Like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right click deletes your most recent anchor point. And then hit spacebar to move to the end of it.
I was already dragging, then I was clicking control.
You can technically do that, you just have to hold control the whole time.
Yeah. Okay.
These 9 squares, that center space, is effectively the area you can't really move through because of the statues sitting there.
So you can't move between them?
Yes.
Jericho, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that I am close enough to heckle Solomon's opponent to try and throw him off?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, if Solomon doesn't want
I was going to say
do
perhaps,
that,
but I
then she
think Solomon wants to do this alone.
won't. Okay.
You guys might
I mean-
have things that'll come up during this, don't you worry.
Let's be clear. I'm still going to heckle. It doesn't have to affect the opponent, but a heckling will come.
I'm just not going to give you guys skill checks for it.
No, that's fine.
I don't care, but like no debuffing, bond mowing, and stuff.
No.
Unless they cheat first. If they cheat first, then whatever you want.
Oh, if they cheat, Mahari's jumping in there with you.
I would like to know this. Don't take this the wrong way. Don't think too deeply into this. The rest of you, while Solomon is fighting, what exploration actions are you taking?
Investigate.
If you'd like to just be focusing on the match as your exploration action, you may. But if you had something else you'd like to be doing, you're welcome to do that as well. Don't get deeply into this. Make your choice. What's your character doing?
Wouldn't talking to the Bloodlord count as like an exploration action? Like
You could probably do that while you're doing other things. Okay. Unless you want to like fully focus on a conversation with them. But she also seems like she wants to pay attention to this match.
Okay, yeah, if that's the case, then Amira, perpetually paranoid, will be doing search, just keeping an eye out.
Go for it. Give me that roll.
Mm-hmm. I also get to investigate at the same time, so
yes, you do.
If something comes up with my recall, if I need to recall knowledge on something, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Mahri and Kashmir. What about the two of you?
Um,
Mahari
Has me-
keeping his eyes peeled. So I guess
That'd be seeking.
seeking.
Yeah.
I told you guys how grateful I am that like you guys are in my party. Because I recognize that I am a terrible person to have in the party. I'm not going to be doing any of those useful, helpful, or like productive things.
If you
I
want
am-
to focus on the match, you are welcome to.
Eyes
We just-
only for Solomon, like the most ridiculous, biggest, super cheerleader. Like, I will scream myself hoarse for Solomon. There will be mockery. No. Nope. It's going to be
Hey.
too much extra.
We need a
Oh, we
little
use
bit
your
of
nat
that.
20. We just need your nat 20s on imaginary weapons. Don't worry about anything else.
Mahari, go ahead and give me your perception check. And Amira, if you want to give me your recall knowledge roll just so I have it, go for that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't want to not be able to roll. Can I roll performance? I'm untrained and I have +5,
You know
so
what? Fuck it. Go for it. That sounds fun.
I feel like it's going to be a really good show.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
oh
Throwing her top off and everything.
Kashmir is your biggest cheerleader, Solomon, ever. There has never been a bigger cheerleader in the Deathless Arena than Kashmir today.
That's awesome.
But after you make your way into the arena, Solomon, shut the fuck up, kids! Sorry. Your opponent also makes his way in. With lumbering footsteps, the blood beginning to slosh in small waves as a figure makes their way out of the door. A massive
Oh my God.
giant of a man.
I've seen these
Notably,
before.
with 3 arms.
Yes. Good.
What you also notice looking at this figure, Solomon, is the heavy amount of stitching crisscrossing their body.
Well, at least you realized it this time.
Yeah, right? Because it brought OBS to the front of where I have notes. For those of you, if I make this work, who are watching this far still, 1, why? What are you doing with your life? 2,
Touch grass.
right. My mouse, I have 3 monitors here, and my mouse sort of jerked on accident and clicked, and miraculously hit exactly where stop recording is on OBS. So here we are, restarting and hoping I know how to stitch this together afterwards. If not, you guys are getting part 1 and 2 and going to be really confused. This figure, what you notice, Solomon, is their body is heavily stitched together. Their flesh multicolored in different areas. This is very clearly a figure that has, similar to you, been forged from the stitched together bodies of multiple other creatures. As he strides into the arena and looks beyond the statues over at you, there is a big, fanged grin that glows on his face, as now that both arenas are in here, the bookies are going to start fully making their rounds and taking bets here. Well, would you look at that over there? You came from a similar place as I did, didn't ya?
We are not even close. Except when you are in my belly.
Well, that's a damn shame. You're planning to eat me, though, is that correct?
I assume you will do the same.
My traditions are a bit different than that. How do you feel about a little bit of pre-game feasting?
He looks quizzically at him.
Simple. I get a bite, you get a bite. We both understand each other a little bit better. Look forward to the full meal at the end.
Don't do that.
You'll have to earn the bite. Otherwise, I would have given it to Mahri a long time ago.
So you've got no interest then?
You get all or nothing. That's how fights work.
Well, far be it from me at least to not observe my own traditions. He is going to reach the more clawed hand up towards his chest and immediately start tearing at the flesh before pulling out his heart. And with just a long throw, is going to huck it across the arena directly towards you. Take a bite. It's the only one you're gonna get.
It's poisoned.
He'll grin. He'll pick up the heart. Weak meat. Before just reaching out and dropping it like a mic drop.
Oh.
Okay. Well, seeing that, the rest of you see the difference between these two figures. Solomon, who you know quite well, and this behemoth of a stitched-together giant. Do you wish to place any bets on either side?
What are the odds of Solomon whooping its ass?
Let me see.
Whatever the dice dictate, I guess.
That's what I'm doing. I don't know how to do betting odds properly, but effectively, you will get 70% back of what you bet on top of your bet if you win.
Basically 101.7.
Yeah, you'll get 170% of what you bet.
Okay.
Not quite 2-1, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Kashmi, Amira, are either of you two going to be betting?
Amira will shake her head and say, "Gambling is the one vice that I make sure not to indulge in."
Amira, based off of your recall knowledge, if you'd like to know about this creature, I'm happy to tell you, because you are investigating.
Sure.
This is a effectively fleshed-forged giant out of Nex.
Oh, okay.
They have been creating these sorts of giants for a decent amount of time now, and are extremely good combatants, while also having a lot of pride in the sort of warrior's spirit.
Yeah. Do I know how well matched Solomon is against it, relatively?
You would estimate Solomon might be slightly stronger. He might be a bit harder to hit than Solomon, might be a bit more hardy than Solomon, but overall, when it comes to effectively skill, Solomon should be better than the two.
Okay. Amira will tell that to the people she's sitting with, but she still won't go for a bet.
Kashmi.
Okay, I'd like to bet, because Mahari's definitely putting money down on his bro. He has the utmost confidence that Solomon is going to win. I would like to put down 20 platinum on Solomon winning.
Okay.
See, now you've put Kashmi in a really uncomfortable position because she's torn between, like, she wants to support you and feels like she should absolutely bet on you so that, like, you know how confident she was, and, like, she knows she's going to win, but also she doesn't want to disrespect you by spending the money that you lent her to get a ruby hippo.
He doesn't care about the money. He's here for the fights. The gold.
No, I hear you, but these are, like, Kashmi's going through a whole, like, existential crisis right now, trying to decide whether to bet or to not bet.
The bookie is
He's
like
gonna
sitting there with Mahari's money. Notably, Dalkira has also bet on Solomon.
Kazra's gonna
Okay,
be looking
Cam,
at
just
him and
bet
like
on him. Just bet on him.
in panic, and she's gonna look at Amira and ask if she can borrow 20 gold.
Amira will smile at Kashmi, pull out 20 gold, and say, "Of course you can."
So she's gonna take the money in her hand and then turn towards the bookie and give it to him and say 20 gold on my man.
Okay. So you've got Mahri betting 20 platinum, Kashmi betting 20 gold on this.
I mean, it's not my money, so like I feel like
We're staying consistent with the money level though. 2020.
Kim, are you saying that Kashmi and Amira don't have a joint bank account?
Amira, now bet 20 silver. I bet 20 of every currency.
I think they do, but I think that Kashmi is like hyper aware of. No, it's that thing that we talked about earlier. She doesn't spend money without asking.
Solomon, would you like to make any checks or preparation for this fight?
Well, I don't think we're allowed to pre-buff, to my knowledge.
You will effectively have a single round to do any pre-buffing you would like to do before initiative is rolled.
So we do have a round then.
There's longer than a round effectively, but this is sort of the time while bookies are making their rounds and taking bets. So time for you to converse with your opponent if you wanted to do things like recall knowledge on them or try and convince them to throw the match. This would be the time to do it. But then when you guys are like going back to your positions to actually start the match, you will have like a 6-second period as the countdown is being done that you can do some buffs if you want.
Okay. Just let me know when we can do the buffs, because he has no knowledge skills, at least none that are good, and he doesn't want
a round of buffs.
And he doesn't want them to throw the match. He wants to fight them.
Yeah.
So
if you are not going to do anything to prepare or anything and are effectively uninterested in talking with this guy, as you go ahead and activate your armor's enlarging skill. Once per day, make yourself big. Alright, you've got 2 actions left for any other buffing. Get that Dragon Strike going.
I'm going into Mountain Stance, enlarging, and getting Dragon Strike going. Those are my 3 actions.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Additional.
Ooh, I actually got good initiative.
Yeah, you'll be going first here, Solomon. As the battle begins and the crowd cheers as you two begin to fight. Solomon, you have the first round here.
Alright. So based on the measurement... Oh, I forgot to take that off. Okay. I'm going to Key Rush.
Okay. 1 action to get right up to him.
I did the math. I can... Oh, I hit the wall. This isn't the exact movement diametry, but it's there.
As you move up towards him, Solomon, is this where you're ending your movement?
This is within 10... Actually,
yeah,
would this be within 10 feet?
That would be within 10.
Yeah, I'm going to go right there.
Perfect. All right. You are good to go. You've got 2 actions remaining.
Okay. I'm going to try to grab him.
Go for it.
I'm going to hero point that. My prediction is coming true. Oh, fuck off.
Oh,
you
no.
have the plus 10 because we are using that rule now. So if you roll a 1 to 10 on the hero point, you get a plus 10.
Oh, sweet.
Which will turn that into a success. Hard to do, but you do manage to successfully grab into this guy who is pretty strong and hardy, but you're good at grabbing people.
And then here's my crushing grab.
Thank you kindly.
And then Flurry of Blow. Now, do I keep the Stunning Fist checked when I click this Flurry of Blow button?
Yep.
Falling Stone. This is 5. Oh, God. Yeah.
Classic. This is what we expect from Solomon.
I'm not going to use
You shouldn't have jinxed it.
I'm not going to use another hero point at this time, so I will
Alright,
end
that's
my
going
turn.
to bring us to his turn.
I have concealment until my next turn because I used Key Rush.
Yep, because you've got Key Rush until the start of your next turn. Alright, his immediate action, he doesn't like being grabbed. He is going to attempt to break free from your grab. Not particularly content being held in place.
Ooh. He's got some cool dice.
Your armbands of athleticism cause him to just barely fail that. And that's probably going to cause him to frown a little bit, seeing that it's not going to be nearly as easy to get to you.
You can't even tell with those fucked up teeth, loser.
Wait a minute. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Something's wrong with my AC, I think. Let's see here.
You have a
Mountain
-1 from Clumsy right now.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other one was because of my dex cap. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. We're good.
Alright, sounds good. Thankfully for him, he does have a fist with a reach as well, because he is huge. So it's not going to be too much of an issue for him, unable to quite break free out of you holding him in place, to just rear back one of his hands and slam it towards your head. Which, unfortunately, is going to miss, especially with your concealment making you just a little bit harder to see. And that's going to not particularly be good for him.
Map 10 now.
Yeah, it is. And let's see here. He's going to attempt a demoralize against you with his last action.
I'm glad I got Master Will. Level.
It's okay, I can't roll well either. I rolled a nat 2.
Yeah, you fucking loser! I didn't imagine him with feelings.
So
now,
if
am I
sorry.
immune to his attempts to demoralize now
You
for
are.
a bit? Or
Yeah,
Okay.
he cannot attempt to demoralize you again. And Solomon, that's going to bring us back to you as concealment runs out.
okay, I'm gonna try to demoralize him now.
Go for it.
I don't have a very good one, but
You're both screaming at each other, that's fine.
oh, it succeeded.
Much better, that is a success.
So it's first action, second action. I'm gonna flurry again.
Go for it. I love seeing that. That's awesome. All right, 57 total points of damage from both of them hitting, which, interestingly enough, something you notice, Solomon. You have metal strikes. There's a bit of cold iron mixed into your fists.
I do.
He doesn't like that.
Huzzah.
And of course a fortitude save to avoid being stunned. You've got to be shitting me.
Yes! Stun 3, baby!
Alright, well, you've got an action left.
I was gonna go into Mountain Stronghold, but seeing as he doesn't like that stun anymore, I'm just gonna go for the Hail Mary.
Okay. That's a hit because he is off guard from being grabbed still. For another 31 points of damage here.
Oh my
the
God.
grab will wear out. Unfortunately, he loses his entire turn here from being stunned. And Solomon, we are back to you.
Alright, I'm gonna try and grab him again.
Go for it. That is a success.
Okay.
You
Crushing
just
grab.
hold him in place as you manage to slam your head into his and sort of force him to stagger backwards a bit. And immediately just re-grab him so he's held in place and unable to do anything.
Alright, time for a flurry of blows again.
This guy is
map-
straight up not having a good time.
No, he really
5.
isn't.
Oh,
It
and now
was
we
a
get
nat
crit
20.
effects! Crit effects! Oh yeah, give him all those debuffs.
Alright.
Stun 3. See if he gets stun 3 again.
I just got a number,
Succeed
like,
this time.
armor bagged one of those fingers and like the noise doer and she's going fucking wild up there.
And he does succeed against being slowed
Ah.
as well.
He's now clumsy too
Yep,
and
already
enfeebled
got that
too.
on him.
Wait. And then let's see. Grab, flurry, Hail Mary.
That is not going to do it. All right, he gets a turn back.
How's he feeling?
13 health left. Fuck me.
He's also got 2 persistent damage effects on
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna die here. This was... Ugh, God, I'm gonna kill myself.
And for the critical hit, he already took the cold automatically.
I'm fucking aware, yes.
Okay.
Alright, well... He's just going to do what little he can and go for 3 fist strikes. See if he can get any damage on you this fight.
I love this so much for Solomon.
Nope.
He waited so long for this fight. And the guy's just a fucking little bitch.
Oh, what was this?
Not
Oh,
a lot
it's
of damage
persistent.
to him.
8.
Alright, Solomon. Finish him off.
Okay. Yeah, flurry of blows. No, I'm gonna do the dialogue after. I'm not gonna jinx it. If he does do dialogue. A nat 20 again.
What?
I fucking
Two
give
crit.
up. Okay, sure.
2 crits.
Sure, yeah. How do you want to do this, Solomon?
Please rip his
So
arms
he-
off. Rip his arms off.
So he's literally
Sorry.
basically doing that thing where he slams him against the wall. The recoil pushes him back. He just keeps shoving him back in, grab him by the neck, just keeps pummeling him.
Yeah.
Pulls his neck down into a headlock, and he just tells him in his ear, "Remember what I promised you." And then he's just gonna basically, I'm not sure if there's a name for the wrestling move, but basically slam him back down onto the ground, just cracking his neck in the opposite
Oh.
direction.
Yeah.
I get the name of it. Yeah.
It's not a
He has
suplex, but it's like just basically
no
just
chance
slam.
of fighting back. And within less than 30 seconds, Solomon, from the match beginning, you rush forward and beat a man larger than you to death without any sort of struggle.
No damage, damageless, perfect.
Pile driver.
Yeah, of
Well,
course I don't have that beat.
What does the crowd do when they see this?
The fact that it ended on 2 criticals makes it even better.
The
It's,
crowd has gone silent. No one knows how to react right now. This was wholly unexpected in the entirety. Bloodlord Dalkira has the biggest fucking smile on her face because she bet 100 platinum on this fight.
Ooh,
So she just got the easiest payday she's ever had, and thus is the happiest person here. What do the rest of
No.
you do? As
Kashmir's pretty freaking happy.
after like 3 moments of silence, the crowd roars with cheers, just erupting into probably the loudest section of the arena because this was wholly unexpected, but everyone is here for it.
Oh, Mahari's up there. He is just going. Roman Coliseum style cheering. And he's holding out his hand for his money. He bet 20 platinum. He wants his
You'll get it.
34 platinum.
Don't you worry,
the
you'll
guy-
get it.
Both for his own sake and to kind of pander to the crowd, someone's gonna reach in. If he still has another heart or something left, he's gonna rip that out, hold it up for everyone to see, and then just take a massive bite out of it.
There are 4 other hearts in his corpse. He has hearts to spare.
He takes the biggest one.
Absolutely. As you take a bite out of it, the crowd unfortunately did not hear the conversation you had with him, but they saw him throw his heart to you, and you drop it into the bloody ground. So, seeing you now take the bigger one, feast upon it in front of the crowd, the cheering's only going to intensify.
Yes.
So, Jericho, I know that it's rough for you when your enemies just get completely obliterated, but you have to admit this was pretty
cool, but again, this game's not balanced for one person. It's not really possible to balance a single person fight. So, Solomon,
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
let you know
fair.
now, this is the only time I'm doing this. I'm not going to make more arena fights for you.
I know. I'm fully greatly appreciate this moment.
If you still want to earn income by coming to the arena, more than welcome to. I'm not going to do any more fights like this, though.
Well, on the bright side, at least it didn't eat up too much of the game time. Like, people weren't sitting on the sidelines.
But this was a whole potential storyline I had planned and written out that is now down the drain. So good job.
Oh, I know that
Was I
pain inside
was I
of
supposed
me.
to
wanted to
lose
give
here?
you a recurring villain, Solomon, just for you.
Oh,
And he
was
has been
I
curb
supposed to
stomped
lose
into
here?
the dirt immediately. In true Solomon style. So,
Poor guy.
Oh.
well, all right, I get to throw him into the dirt. Awesome.
Thank you, Jericho.
Do they let me take his body for meat, or do they take his corpse away?
They will take it in a couple minutes, but you have victor's rights for probably the next 4 or 5 minutes.
He's just gonna gorge until then.
There was
He's not gonna
also
bother-
absolutely expected a longer bout out of this, so all of like the arena personnel are scrambling right now, being like, "Oh shit, oh shit." This was supposed to last longer. We had ads scheduled for like a mid-break fight that they didn't tell you about. Oh gods, what do we do?
Solomon's like, I can go again.
I was worried when I was rolling those low ones at the start, but it turned around, and I'm so
don't
happy
think
right
he
now.
really rolled above a 5, so
Yeah.
I
was
got
awesome.
1, multiple 2s, and multiple 5s for him. He did not do well.
The dice
was like-
just. Oof.
He was like one off a couple of times.
I was
He just-
trying to keep him decently balanced, and when I was like looking at your sheet, I didn't know if I was going to let you pre-buff in advance or anything. You stayed exactly 10 feet away, which prevented him from getting any reactive strikes on you that he had.
Oh,
And then he also
no.
had another reaction to just deal auto damage if he was able to get 2 strikes. He had poison in his jaws. It could have gone very differently, but hey, dice tell stories.
Yeah.
I fought these things in another campaign,
Yeah.
but just the fact that he was huge, I assumed he had 15. That's why I tried to
This
stay as
he
far.
didn't actually. I also modified his stat block because the base version of these guys I think is like level 12 or 13. And I didn't want to. They're level 12, and I didn't want to throw you against one of them because that would have been an absolute wash. It would have been much more difficult for you. So, like going off of XP balancing, if I'm going for a single person fight, technically a creature 2 levels below you should be a moderate threat encounter. I made this version of him level 10. Should have been a bit more challenging, but for a slugfest, it seemed about fitting. And yeah,
2 crits.
I thought you were 3 actually.
crits,
Technically.
and he misses everything and rolled a nat 1, got stunned 3.
My,
It makes it real easy to kill.
my only concern is this is totally going to Solomon's head now.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought you just went off of the weak stat block for
No,
the
I
stuff just
fully
made him my
reloaded.
same level.
I fully
Oh,
rewrote the stats.
man. But,
But I once again thank you for the
Yeah.
opportunity to fight
He had
in the arena.
31
This-
AC, so he was matched with you right now, and he had 215 health, so a bit more than you. I think he has a plus, without any debuffs, like a plus 24 on his best hit. But he does less damage output than you with all your buffs. So
I think he had a better fort save as well, so he was hard to
yeah, he had a
grapple.
plus 23, which was his best save. So I was kind of expecting you to miss a grab or two, but nah. After
I
turn
almost
1,
did, but I had a hero point.
right. Starting with that hero point into the rest of the fight, the dice said, "Okay, we'll give Solomon a bone. Let's give
Let's
him
do
the fight
it."
he deserves."
Oh,
Now,
I really wish I had the feet aerial pilot driver because that is so fun to theatrically kill people with.
that would have been real fitting here.
The movie you were thinking of, Solomon, it's called A Cutter.
Amira,
Yeah.
you're still keeping your eyes out, are you not?
Mm-hmm.
You've also got a
Always.
very good roll on your perception check. out of everyone cheering in the arena right now for Solomon, there is a single person almost directly opposite you guys that is just standing in front of their seats, almost motionless. Hard to tell anything about their body. They're wearing a hooded robe right now of these mottled golds and yellows and reds and blacks. An awful assortment of colors, really, that should make them stand out. No one is reacting to their presence, though. You watch as they pull out a magic scroll.
Amira is...
They don't unfold it or anything. They have just pulled a scroll out and are sort of tapping it in their hands.
Amira is going to keep a heavy eye on them. Like, not even... She wants to celebrate for Solomon, but she is not taking her eyes off this person.
Sure. They unfurl the scroll slightly. Not enough to, like, fully open it, but enough to maybe read a bit of it. Before rolling it back up and turning and walking towards one of the exits from the stands.
I think what Amira will do is... Sorry, what's the Split Lord's name again? I'm sorry.
Dalkira Vethis.
Yeah.
I can go ahead and type it out because it is a bit weird if you guys would like.
You. Amira will kind of grab Belkira's arm and point this person out, like, probably about as soon as Amira sees them.
Sure. Huh. It is a strange individual. Get strange individuals here all the time. Up to you if you'd like to do anything about them, but I'm personally very happy right now. You'll have to come over for a feast later. You're not. You don't have dinner plans, do you?
No, we don't.
Wonderful. And you're bringing Solomon, of course. We have a guest of honor for tonight.
Of course. Pardon me. I need to use the little vampire's room.
Was the person looking
Wait, no.
at the fight, or was it looking at Amira?
The person across the way.
Uh-huh.
Hard to tell. They have a hood up. You can't see their facial features at all.
I'm a trendsetter. I guess it's hoods forever. And for the hat, he didn't pull down the hood and put on the hat. He put the hat on top of the hood.
Oh, I absolutely figured. Kashmi, if you take notice of this person, I don't know if Amira points them out to you or not. Awful fashion sense. My gods. None of those colors belong on the same garment together.
Yeah. Amira will call over the telepathic bond that she's seen someone that she's going to follow, and she'll call over the telepathic bond if she needs help, but she'll let folks celebrate with Solomon for right now.
If I would leave with you. I would politely excuse ourselves and go with you.
Okay.
Okay. The two of you are heading out. Mahri, what are you doing?
They're headed to the southeast corner of the map, right?
Well, this person is, like, heading towards one of the exits from the stands back into the arena hallways, so up to you guys if you want to, like, try and make your way over there to try and follow them, or if you want to, like, try and find them in the hallways. Choice is yours.
Yeah, Amira would like to try and find them in the hallways. Let me see if I have anything that lets me kind of zoom a little bit.
Sure.
Besides my boots of bound... Wait, do my boots of bounding have an activation? No, they don't. I was thinking of the shirt that gives
Okay. If you guys want to head out your nearest exit and try and loop around and see if you can get an eye on them, go for it. That is more going to be perception than tracking.
Okay.
So, Mahari, you're seeing them head out, probably the nearest exit. What do you do?
Is Solomon still enjoying the fruits of his victory?
Solomon
Until
is
they
feasting.
Until they pull him out, yeah, he's eating what he can.
All right. I will.
Are you
I will
starting
follow
with the organs, Solomon, or after the first heart are you moving on to the rest of the flesh?
Oh, he's definitely digging into the chest cavity. Like, he just breaks the ribs open, just starts, like, shoveling it into his mouth.
Nice.
Like a freaking crab. Opening up a lobster.
You got into that juicy center, Solomon. By the
How
way,
many licks does it take to get to the center?
can we take a look at all the conditions Solomon managed to put on this guy on his own?
Yeah.
Right. What?
Greater crushing is disgusting.
Enfeeble, clumsy, acid from my ancestry, fire from my fire rune persistent, stun,
Clumsy.
off guard,
Yeah.
restrained, or not restrained, but
Immobilized.
grappled, mobilized. That was it.
All right. Sorry, Mahari, I interrupted you.
And I demoralized him before.
And that too.
And
Yeah.
he was scared. And hey, my aura wasn't there, Jericho.
I know. I was very excited. But as soon as I saw him crit fail the stunned, I was like, the writing's kind of on the wall for this guy. I completely got the weakness 10 to cold iron until like right before a session started, and I was going over a stat sheet again, and I was like, oh shit, Solomon has metal strikes, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Whoop.
All right.
I'm gonna follow the ladies out.
Sure. So the three of you are heading into the hallways. Then all three of you are able to give me perception checks, or if you want to aid one of the others in particular to try and find this figure, you are welcome to do so.
I'll just give a straight roll myself.
Kashmir, perception should be blind, please. I'm
Sorry, I thought aids were not blind.
Oh, if you are specifically aiding, then that is public. But who are you aiding?
It would go better on Mahari because I already have a circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, then that is a +2 to your roll, Mahari.
Oh, I already made my roll.
That's fine.
I did.
Yep, I know to just add a +2 to it.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you,
if you're
Kashmir.
gonna aid, please let me know that's what you're doing.
I'm
Because-
sorry.
No worries. No worries at all. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. Because both of you, Mahari and Amira, spot her going, or this figure going in different directions. You
Shit.
both see them going down two separate hallways.
Amira is gonna say that she'll go for one and that Mahari should go for the other. Just
You
remain
see
in
one of them
contact
sort
over
of
the bond.
heading towards what looks like the exit of the arena. The other one is heading towards a flight of stairs that heads down more into the bowels of the arena's underbelly, where you guys have been once before, but not nearly searched the entire area of.
Do we have time to try and disbelieve?
If you'd like to do so quickly, you may. I'll say, Mahari, you're the one seeing them going to the exit. Amira, you're the one seeing them head down.
Okay.
And disbelieving is just
Another
seek.
perception. Yeah.
Oh, another perception. Okay.
It's very funny because disbelieve technically doesn't exist as an action in PF2E, but it's very entertaining.
We sure do it a lot.
I traumatized you guys in the abyss. Does not appear to be an illusion at all. Neither of them.
I say Mahari follows his, and Amira and I take the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go after the one headed towards the exit.
And I assume we're all bonded.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys are telepathically bonded.
Perfect.
All right. Are you guys like rushing to try and catch up to them, or just following them at a distance?
How far am I away from mine?
At the moment, when you guys catch sight of them and take the moment to try and disbelieve, each of them is probably around 100 to 150 feet away and moving quickly.
Well, then I will move at a pace where I'm catching up to them.
Okay,
But I'm not helter-skeltering it at them.
sure. You're just like walking slightly faster than them.
Yeah.
Go for it. And Amira and Kashmir, what about the two of you?
Do you have invisibility in your spells, Kim?
I should also ask Amira, do you want to take the minute to set this figure and what they're doing as one of your leads?
That's a lot of time.
It is.
Well, okay. let me ask, because with Pursue a Lead, I just have to have been, like, investigating it for a minute. Has it been a minute? I don't have to, like, spend a minute. Oh, wait, no, I do have to spend 1 minute.
You spend
I'm
1
sorry.
minute examining the clue. So, which is kind of hard to do if you're chasing after them,
Yeah.
but I would say if you wanted to, like, take a minute to slow down and think through everything you've known about them, that would be a minute and set them as a lead.
I don't know if there's enough time. Kashmi, do you have invisibility or anything that you...
I don't, but I've got a masquerade scarf.
So you could disguise yourself.
No, it's...
I've got,
ooh. Do you want to haste?
Yep.
The two of us?
Yep.
Okay.
Speedy, quick.
Also, Amira... Okay, so I know
Ooh.
with haste... Oh,
Can
go ahead.
I steal time?
They are not within 30 feet of you. They're like 150 feet from you right now. They're pretty far.
If we haste ourselves and we get to them, then we can?
Are you guys going to be trying to catch up to this figure or following at a distance? I still need that question answered.
I'm going to be doing whatever Amir is doing. She makes all the
Yes.
rules.
Yeah, sorry. I have a question. I'm definitely going to be pursuing her.
Okay.
If I use pest form to turn into a bat, and fly, I know that Quicken says you can only stride, but would you allow me to use it for flying? If not, that's fine. I just wanted to throw it out there.
What
I
is
will
pest
allow
form?
it in this case because we're not in a fight, but generally in a fight, I will say no to that.
Okay.
But because this is a bit more of a narrative moment, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Since you are expending resources.
Yeah, then Amira will pest form and say, I'll fly ahead, Kashmi. Stay a little bit back. I'll call you if I need you, but let's try and not alert them to the fact that we're following them.
Is there a 5th rank pest form?
There's the 4th rank pest form that gives me a fly speed, which I have because I'm a vampire.
I get that extra 5th rank spell.
You just have an extra spell slot right now, so you can cast 2 5th rank spells a day, Kashmi, from what you already know.
Right, but I think what I would do, I think that I was looking if maybe I could have a dragon form, but like pest form makes sense, so then we can sneak off and do crazy shenanigans things. So just as a thought, maybe later.
Yeah, in the future, definitely. If you'd like to retrain one of your spells into pest form, we can definitely look into that. But for now, I'm going to say you do not have that. So... is also actually technically, Kashmi, you could not learn pest form because it is an arcane and a primal spell, and you are an occult caster.
Oh well, then I want something that makes me cute. And
you have ooze form.
That's not cute.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Gross.
Slime girls are cute.
It's just
Allie
not.
said it here first, folks. Note it down.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Allie's
did.
exact thoughts on the matter. So, what is the plan, you two?
Amira will pest form, fly ahead, try and catch up. Kashmi, are you okay with hanging back a little bit?
Yep.
And then rushing in as necessary?
Okay. So Kashmi is sort of following behind Amira. You're going to try to fly and catch up to them. Are you getting haste cast upon you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so your fly speed is only 20 feet.
Yeah, it's slower, but I mean the benefit of
so you get 80 feet per round. Effectively. You're going to be catching up to them, but just barely.
Okay. Cool.
It's not going to be a particularly fast way of catching up to them.
Yeah. Amira will also call over the telepathic bond to Mahri that if he loses track of the one that went out the exit, to return to us, and to Solomon that once he's done with whatever he's doing to try and catch back up with us.
Okay.
Okay.
If they're willing, of course. Not trying to boss them around.
Amira, can you go ahead and give me a deception check here? Since you are turning yourself into a bat, I'm assuming to try and keep this person a bit off guard from the fact that someone is following them.
Yes.
But you're not trying to actively stealth because that would be slow.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Blind deception, please.
Yes.
I think I'm going to put a -2 circumstance penalty because you are also, like, flying directly towards them.
Okay.
As a bat, which is a bit unnatural.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, okay.
Unnatural even for Geb bats?
You're
if it's
being
a Geb bat,
exceptionally mean
it's
to
much
her.
more likely that it's a person transformed as a bat.
Fair
I'm
Vampires
actually...
being able to transform into bats is a very, like, common knowledge sort of thing.
I'm just going to turn off a circumstance bonus because
Perfect.
it's a +2 anyways.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking some stuff to see if I have anything I can use here. I don't think I do. Yeah, I'll just have to go for it.
A quick question.
Mm-hmm.
For the attack, you said you sealed him at 10, right? His AC was 31?
It was.
Yeah, the stats are similar to the level 11 weak attack that you went with.
I kept it similar, but made some changes.
Actually, the one you gave me had a better fort.
Because I didn't look, weak and elite templates are not the best in my personal opinion, so I was rebuilding its stats based off of other level 10 giants.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for...
Yeah.
Thank you again for the fight. I'm still happy.
Probably for the better, Solomon. It would not have mattered had you taken a bite of his heart before the fight. If you had let him take a bite of your heart, though, that's where the problems would have been potentially starting for you. So.
This is a dragon heart. I'm not letting them touch this.
Say.
I was hoping you would reciprocate and both of you would have a nice touching moment of taking a bite of each other's heart.
No, for him, like, you gotta earn that shit.
Forgive me for expecting too much. Okay.
Oh, good.
Doing a pretty good job of trying to deceive Amira.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, not good enough.
Oh, no.
And this person, as they're making their way down the stairs into a pretty sort of dank area of the underground, a section below the arena that you were not in before, and sees you coming in the distance, hears the wings of a bat, they are going to break out into a run.
Okay. As they're running, if I stay in bat form, will I be able to keep up?
You'll be able to keep up, probably not gain on them at all.
Okay. Then Amira will drop bat form,
Okay.
and also call to Kashmi that she can start running now. The gig's up!
And I run.
I
All
ran
right.
so far away.
You've only got a minute of haste here, Amira, so it's not going to last too long.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. As you are chasing them, we're going to pivot over to Mahri real quick, because Mahri, you are moving slightly faster than this person. They're not running at all. You are actually going to catch up to them probably 30 seconds or so after they have left the arena. Amira, how well did you describe the figure over the telepathic bond?
Yeah, over the telepathic bond, since we're able to talk while running, Amira would give them all the details.
Okay. Mahari, now that you're just about caught up to the person outside, you realize you fucked up a little bit. As Amira is like re-going over the description of this person's cloak, because that's really the only thing you've seen about them, the golds, the yellows, the blacks, and the reds, you realize the person you've been following only has a red and black cloak. There's no golds or yellows on it.
I mean, dogs are colorblind anyway. It's not his fault.
He is going to break out into a sprint towards Amira and Kashmi.
Okay, yeah, just as soon as you realize your mistake, you turn around, sprint back inside to try and catch up with the rest, who are already running around. Amira.
I would like, real quick, I would like to try something potentially. How close am I to them in terms of feet at this, once I drop that form and get into human form?
It's hard to tell because these are not just like long hallways. There are twists and turns. You'd probably estimate you've caught up to them a bit. They're maybe 75, 80 feet away from you at this point.
Okay,
But
then
you
I
haven't
won't be able
caught
to
up
do this,
much.
and I want it. Okay.
However, there does come a moment, right about when your haste is running out, that you notice the sound of the footsteps ahead of you has stopped.
Okay.
As you continue rushing forward, Kashmi and Mahari both trying to catch up to you, you make your way around the corner and you see this figure, maybe about only 30 feet ahead of you at this point, currently stopped and facing a small alcove in the side of the wall.
Tell him you like his cloak.
I like your cloak. You sure are a hard person to catch up to, aren't you?
No
Mind,
response.
Mind telling me what you were doing in the arena?
Jericho,
Mm-hmm.
I look at the ground. Are there maggots and worms and grubs falling off this person?
You have not caught up yet.
Oh, okay.
You and Kashmir are still trying to catch up. Amira is the only one there right now.
Okay.
Instead of responding to Amira, they are going to turn and start jogging away. Not sprinting this time, but just sort of a light jog, still getting a good speed, but you could start catching up to them again if you wanted now that haste has run out and they are not running full speed.
Amira will trot forward a little bit and look in the alcove
Sure.
before making that decision.
Small iron cage currently sitting on the ground of the alcove, with what appears to be a pulsing purple crystal held within chains inside of it.
Okay.
Is it a bomb? Sounds like a
This is
bomb.
something
It's a
you've seen
fucking
before,
bomb.
Amira.
It's a fucking bomb. Oh my god.
This appears to be the same sort of thing that Aranth had managed to siphon the magic out of back in the Tower of Gnawed Bones. Something that effectively creates and detonates a portal to the abyss in a massive explosion.
Amira will, over the telepathic bond, just be like, oh, fuck. Mahari, Solomon, if you're still up there, tell him to start evacuating. There's a bomb down here.
If it's the same kind of bomb, Amira would know that, right? Would Aranth be with us?
At a quick glance, it looks to be the same. Amira, you get to make free recall knowledges as you are investigating as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me one more recall knowledge here.
Okay.
Have they come to collect the body at this point?
This has not been 5 minutes. It's only been 2 or 3. You probably would have another minute or two, you think, to
Feels
consume
like
if you wanted to.
Fucking longest 2-3 minutes.
Amira, This appears to be a more refined version of the bomb.
Oh.
The one you had dealt with, that Aranth had siphoned the magic off one, took an entire minute to siphon the magical power away from, but was unfinished.
Yeah.
This appears to be a much more complete version. There is a connection you make pretty much immediately. You're not sure why it clicks for you, but in your head you are certain this is correct. That magic scroll that you saw the person holding is a detonation trigger.
Oh my fucking god. Okay,
A question I will pose to you. Is this the only bomb?
yeah. That's... Yeah.
Could I if I get there, could I resilient spirit? It's not a thing, so it can't really say no.
Yeah, you could absolutely trap it in a resilient sphere.
Okay, that's my plan. Unless Amira says something else.
Amira is... Oh, this is a fucking difficult decision, ain't it? Yeah, Amira will tell everybody, get out of here now. To tell everybody you can, they need to get out too. There's at least one bomb down here. I don't know how many more. This place is gonna blow very soon.
I'm gonna run to my wife.
Yeah, around this time, the person is out of sight as you've sort of stopped here, Amira, to take this all in. Another 20, 30 seconds later, Kashmi and soon after Mahri, the two of you catch up to Amira standing in front of what you know to be called a portal render.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing this in the telepathic bond, I'm just gonna start shoving pieces of meat into the bag now. I'll take this to go.
For reference, when Amira says this, she immediately starts running back. She's not standing there.
Oh, you've run away from the bomb and away from the person. Okay. Running towards the entrance, trying to get out.
Amira is not a hero. She doesn't care too much about stopping this. She's just gonna fucking save her own ass and the ass of everybody she cares about.
I love that. So, Kashmi and Mahar, you come across Amira sprinting towards you at this point.
Leave. We have to leave.
I hightail it out, yelling over the bond for Solomon to get out of there.
Your mic
You're
is super
very
quiet. Is
quiet.
that just me? You're a mile from your mic. Now it's just fluttering in and out.
I don't think he's saying. Now I can't hear you, Mahari. I see your mouth moving.
Is his mouth moving? Because on my screen, his screen share is just black.
No, I can see it. Oh, it just went now.
'Cause for me, it's been black this whole time. I haven't been able to see him.
I've been able to see him. Something might be up with his internet.
How do I sound now?
Hey, there we go.
Now
Welcome
you're
back.
It's not as much
Whenever
better.
my camera's on, it tries to get my voice through my camera sometimes. So I'm turning it off for the rest of the session.
Fair
Because
enough.
this is bullshit.
Rude.
It was going fine up until recently.
What?
So,
Hello?
hello.
I just left and rejoined because everyone's camera was off for some reason.
Ah,
So
Oh.
now it's fine, but something.
perfect.
I think Discord is just being weird.
Discord is
Yeah.
always being weird. That checks out.
Yeah. But what I said was I'm going to just follow what Amira is saying and run.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to yell.
Go ahead, finish. Sorry.
I'm going to yell over the bond for Solomon to get the hell out of there.
Amira will yell over the bond to tell our Bloodlord friend to also get the hell out of there.
Is the Bloodlord still in the stands?
She is.
Solomon's hearing this. He'll just stop taking he'll just take whatever he has at this point and run towards the wall closest to them to try and start climbing up to reach them.
That would be a great idea, Solomon, if there weren't like a little magical barrier to prevent effects from getting out of the arenas. So
Well, he doesn't know
Just
this.
sliding down the wall.
you run to the wall and like leap to grab the edge, and just your hand hits a like flat invisible barrier, like high fives it, and then immediately you just start sliding down it.
And I assume they can hear through it,
Yes.
though.
Audio is perfectly fine through this. It's just meant to prevent physical effects from passing through and potentially injuring the crowd.
I
In that case, he's in that case he's just gonna look dead set at the person and just scream as loud as he can.
Are you trying to intimidate her? Or are you trying to be like diplomatic?
He's just trying to
with
be
this?
loud.
You're just trying to be loud. Just trying
He's
to be loud. I want a
he's
skill check out of you here. I'm going to leave the choice up to you of what you roll.
It's probably going to be intimidation then,
Yeah.
just because shouting, booming voice kind of thing. He's not trying to demoralize her, though.
Right, you're just trying to effectively coerce them to get out of here. And
Yeah,
that
he
a
is.
Very good roll, Solomon. You
Like,
may have
he-
just saved this Bloodlord's life with that roll.
Ooh.
Hearing this in the comm, he's like, "Oh crap!" He remembers, "Oh wow, we have more than one objective here." So he runs back over to her, shouts to her like, "Oh, something's not like." Trying to indicate something's not right without
Yeah.
causing a panic, but he's still like, "Go now."
Yes,
Jericho
you-
planned on giving you a villain, but you're getting a love interest because she is gonna like between the money and now saving her life.
as
Wait, this is
you-
a she?
Yeah. Very
Okay, then
difficult to
maybe-
tell, I know. She's made out of shadow, just wearing clothes to give
not
her
picky.
like a humanoid appearance. But she is
Solomon
just
is
like
not-
flowing black mist is her true form.
Okay.
What,
Yeah,
right?
He'll shout that to her, and then if she makes any indication that she's gonna move, then he's gonna start heading towards the exit that
Yeah.
he came in from.
She is going to like tilt her head ever so slightly, and then in like seeing your facial expression, just nod and pull out she'll pull out a scroll of her own and quickly cast the magic on her. Translocate out of here. You have saved this Bloodlord's life because there was absolutely a bomb under her box seat.
Oh my god.
Oh, there was more. Oh, there was more than one for sure. Then
Are you at this point making your way out of the arena, Solomon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As you are
since-
like making your way out
since-
of the entrance, Saltpeter is making his way towards you.
now that she's like in the telepathic bond, they're emphasizing like these things are about to go off rather than we're chasing this person.
Right.
Now he's getting the urgency going.
Yeah. You come across Saltpeter, who's like making his way towards you at this point. Big old grin on his face. Well,
I
you
scoop
should have
him up.
told me you were faking your results on the test.
He's not even gonna stop. He's gonna try to scoop him up as he's running. No words, just
Give
pick
me
him
an
up and
athletics
start running.
check.
All right.
Jeez, at least take him out to dinner first.
As you're rushing Solomon, you scoop him up in your arms without even slowing down. Whoa! I mean, I appreciate the gesture and all, but I am a married man, Solomon.
I don't care. Bomb.
Well, that's news, ain't it? Get me out of here.
Just put him on his shoulders and just keep running like gorilla style, basically.
Okay. All of you sprint out of here, making your way out of the arena as fast as you can. Where are you going?
Amira will, as she's leaving, call out to anybody she sees. If you don't want to die, get out of here. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Give me a diplomacy check.
There's gonna be a panic if she does
Uh,
succeed.
I mean, yeah, like that's fine.
Damn, you guys are hitting it with the rolls tonight. Love it.
Hell yeah.
People are
Nice change
definitely
of pace.
skeptical. I'm also going to say you don't get pursue a lead on this, Amira, because you
Oh,
did not
sorry,
specify
sorry. Yeah.
that person as a lead. So only a 41. Yeah. People are definitely skeptical, but some people do begin to react. Those who might have seen you by the Bloodlord, and even just those who care about their own lives and are a bit more cowardly, when they hear the words bomb, panic, and people running, they're going to start panicking a bit as well. And you guys surge out of the arena with some other people running as well. Where are you heading right now? Do you have a specific location in mind? Specifically, we're going to come over to the Grey Dirge map, and I want to know, that is the Grey Dirge map. I meant the Mekatar map.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm in it. I'm lost in the sauce right now.
Like, I want to be in my house.
Where specifically in Mekatar are you guys going? Are you staying together? Are you splitting up? Where is everyone running? Put your token where you're going.
Mira would
suggest is technically not run out yet because it lasts. Nah, at this point it would run out.
The funny part is that I still had 4 minutes left by the fight end.
I know.
Mira would suggest we head for the Builders League headquarters, which I forget where that is.
That is all the way up here, Thanathotmos.
Oh my god.
So where is the exit to the arena? Is it on the right side here?
There are multiple on each side. Like, all of these squares, effectively, you're seeing are where exits are located.
What about the walls?
You guys came in through the northern entrance, so that would probably be the closest exit to you.
Are there gates in the walls over here, or is this just a solid wall?
There are gates. I'd actually say for Amira, Kashmi, and Mahari, this exit's going to be closest to you because you had chased the person a little bit. Solomon, this exit is closest for you.
The top one?
Yeah. You've got the northernmost. Everyone else has northeastern as the closest.
Okay. So basically what Solomon is just going to be doing is he's not going to really strategize this. His thought process is make distance. So he's just going to run straight up.
Sounds good.
And just keep going until it goes off. Yep, just straight up following the path on the inside if he gets that far, and then just following it up.
Is there any kind of like guard station nearby?
The Bellator Mortis doesn't actually have a ton of public guard stations. Most people don't exactly know where they're headquartered and located. They're a bit secretive about that.
I still have Saltpeter with me.
Fantastic. He's not struggling. He heard bomb and just immediately trusted you and went, sure.
He likes.
I also have
My own life comes before anything else.
I could also have 10 more bulk before I'm even encumbered.
Yeah, you can.
So I'm even slowed down by.
He's small, so he's like 4 bulk on his own.
One more question. Do we know where Lixtil is right now?
You guys have your inn that you've been mostly staying at is the Withered Root, which is over here.
Then Amira would probably go there first to grab Lixil, and then suggest, even though it's like on the other side of the city, head to the Builders League headquarters and inform them of what's going on and be like, hey, might want to check this place for a bomb.
Okay, so Amira's like circling around and making her way up as well. Kashmir.
Also, I don't know if it makes a difference.
What's
I
all?
don't know if it makes a difference, but since I'm not in stance anymore, I've got 45 move speed. If that makes a difference.
We're in narrative running right now.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you measured it out on the map or not.
Fuck no. That's effort, and I don't.
It was purely. Okay, that's purely if you were measuring, nothing else.
No, I'm
Mahari's...
just generally want to know the direction you're running in.
Yep,
Mahari's gonna go with Amira.
Okay.
Is there anybody else in the city that we care about right now?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, then just
Not really.
Lixil and then the Builders League.
Kashmir, are you running with Amira and Mahari as well?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. As you all are rushing forward to get away from the arena where you have just seen at least one bomb placed that can be triggered whenever, wherever, potentially, by that figure, whoever that was. The sounds that were sort of drowning out the air in the stadium already fading away behind you a number of people that are out in the daylight just sort of giving you guys this weird looks. Mekatar is not a city where people sprint in a panic places. People take their time. But not you guys. You guys are running like the hells depend on it. The air surrounding you guys is sort of hanging heavy as you rush. The scents, rot, and blood sort of cloying in the air. The sunlight above trickling through the red haze and lighting up your way, not enough to injure or burn any of the vampires who live here, but enough to still provide light during the day. It's not an experience many of you are used to. Only really Mahri here might have some memory of the last time your heart palpitated, when you were imprisoned by Zithni and had the drugs pumped into you that allowed your heart to beat hot blood for those to feast upon. For the first time since then, and the first time not induced by a drug, all of your dead hearts begin to beat madly in your chests.
What the fuck is going on?
The world goes white.
Oh, crap.
Oh boy.
A brilliant
mushroom cloud
flash of light splits the sky above you. The bloody haze, this light searing through the heavens themselves with an intensity that has not yet been seen in Geb since the war thousands of years ago. Were you not focused on the sky and getting the hell out of here, some of you might notice a few of the vampires on the street nearby immediately vaporized by this explosion of light. Did you all not have that boon provided you, you might have met a similar fate at this moment in time.
Thank God it traveled
zombie.
back in time with us.
Hey, it's
zombie,
the
I don't
power of
care.
a god.
For the briefest of moments, really no longer than a single heartbeat, silence fills the air. And then, like the wail of millions of soldiers perishing at once, roars erupt around you. The land shakes, the earth under your feet splits, buildings begin to shake and crumble around you. A jagged hole is all that is left of the red haze above you, revealing a sky streaked with fire and fury. It is now that the others in the city begin to panic. Fissures begin spreading, rippling through the air as these jagged scars, glowing faintly with this pulsating, sickly purple hue. The rifts begin to spread, widening and narrowing in this sort of contracting rhythm. Each expansion, they grow a bit wider, belching forth these seething tendrils of violent energy. These same tears in space begin to appear on ground level. First, with a shaking crash, dust billows from where the arena stands behind you all, energy extending into the sky to connect with the portals. There was not just one bomb planted at the arena to cause this. the arena was also not the only place where bombs were planted, as all throughout the city, you can see quakes, explosions of light and fury before tendrils of energy begin to reach up and connect to the sky, tearing a hole through all of Mekatar. That is where we are going to end our session for tonight.
Oh.
That is
Jericho.
also where we reach level 12.
Ooh.
Yes.
Here.
Jericho, may I do one thing?
Of course.
May I recall knowledge to see is this really abyssal? Because you're talking about bright energies. Is this fucking heaven descending upon Geb?
Give me a recall knowledge.
Oh god. We're about to deal with a bunch of fucking celestials coming in.
Oh, this is gonna be fun for me.
As far as you can tell, Amira, with all of this energy feels familiar.
What does that mean?
You felt this sort of energy when you were in the abyss.
Oh boy. Okay.
The colors really don't necessarily match, but the feeling is familiar.
Oh boy.
This is just the portals being created. You know there is a second stage to how these bombs work, and that is when the portals detonate. These are not portals to bring creatures through them. These are portals that are designed to explode and cause even greater destruction.
Can I also recall knowledge?
Sure, what are you trying to figure out?
If I know anything about these crazy ass bombs.
Go for it. You were there with Aranth when she managed to siphon the energy out of them. You know that they are powered by effectively crystallized emotions. The one that Aranth had worked on had agony as its power source. It's certainly possible that the yield and destruction could be like different outputs based off of the emotions used. It also took like an entire massive Claypoth being siphoned and tortured for who knows how long to make the unfinished product you guys had seen with a couple extra power cores for it. For the scale of this attack, decades need to have been spent on this. Also, you're fairly sure 200 years in the future, where you're from, you had never heard of any records of this sort of terror attack in Mekatar happening.
That was my next question. Okay.
We
You
split the
didn't
timeline.
know a lot about what was going on, but of like the important events Lixil had shared with you, this happening was not one of them.
You might have mentioned Mekatar being ripped apart. Like, maybe, probably.
Probably that would likely be something Lixil mentioned.
Yo, we should come to the arena more often.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
This place rocks.
I will say if we find evidence that the timeline is split and we don't have to worry about paradoxes anymore, Amira is gonna brutalize Samitu.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be great.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Very much.
Welcome
Very,
to
very
level
much. Thank you.
12, and I'll see you all next week. Have a good one.
Thank you, Jericho.
You too.